It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Roy Crescent Field here on the campus of Itawamba Community College. Tonight's third game of our triple-header will be your Itawamba Indians going against East Central Warriors. We have Jack Howell with first pitch here for the Indians. He'll be our first pitcher. Indians come in with a record of 6-3, and East Central has a record of 7-3. First pitch. Hard hit, line drive. Left fielder lays out. What an amazing play there.
Yeah, Tyler Pickens laying out for that, Coach Kirk out there, and I mean, you thought that was hit on the rope, and it was. I mean, he stung that first pitch, but what a play out there by Tyler Pickens to open the game, defensive play. So good offense, good defense. I know y'all saw a lot of good offense here in the previous game with East Central.
That must be something with East Central right there. Ryan Nelson, who's batting in 9-hole, he started off the second game with a first pitch home run. And there he jumped on the first pitch again in game two. This will be third baseman, number 19, Mason Hickman, up to bat for the Warriors. But you know, he hit it where they were.
Hey, that's exactly right. That's 100% correct. And he turned on that one too, but nope. Thought Madden thought he snagged that one over there, but that was going to get down the line.
He's headed second base.
And that's going to be a hit. I'm going to give that a hit, Coach Kirk, in my opinion. Again, I know Madden's down there, and he's trying to snag that ball down there, but that was smoked pretty good down the line. That's still not the official stats, but that's just Brad's call right there.
That's not Adam Gore official.
No, it's never Adam Gore official.
It's kind of an honor that you and I are on the broadcast, and Gore's our producer. I've never had a producer before.
It's an honor, but it's also quite trusting.
It is very trusting. Up to bat for the Warriors would be the left fielder, number 13, Jackson White.
Yeah, that was a good first pitch right there by Jack Howell there as a breaking pitch. Looked like kind of broke down in there. Took it there for strike one, 0-1 count.
Jackson was 1 for 4 in game one where they faced Mississippi Delta.
Got the pick play on back there, and, of course, easily back in at second there again is going to be that was, again, Hickman, the third baseman here for East Central.
We've had a full day of activity, a lot of baseball on the Itawamba campus today, Dr. Boggs.
Absolutely.
0-1 count. Howe delivers. That's going to be a nice strike in there to make it 0-2.
Yeah, good job. Again, Well, and, you know, like we always talk about, getting ahead in the count. That's what's most important. You got to get ahead in the count, and even though you got that runner at second, you know, still one out here in the game, but getting ahead in the count helps you out.
In the pitch, in the dirt.
He's taking advantage of it. Got him.
Yes, and it is out. Nice job by Canton behind the plate, blocking that ball in the dirt. We ain't got to the point yet where we say blocked in the turf, have we?
Well, I try to use it, but I forget, you know, because I still say block it in the dirt. But what helped there, Coach, is, you know, that ball kind of went out to his right there. Normally when you have a right-handed batter like that, it's kind of hard to throw down on that guy that's advancing to third. He was able to bounce out right there and had enough space right there to hit him down there.
Ball inside. I thought it hit him in the foot. It must have went off the catcher right there. But I tell you, another good job down there, Houston Green at third base. That ball was kind of in the foul territory a little bit. He was able to snap it and snap that tag right back in there to get the second out of the inning. We got Deuces Wild here at Roy Crescent Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're just getting started in the top of the first inning. Hard ground ball to shortstop. Reads over. He fields, throws across, and that will be our 3rd out of the inning. So East Central goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. We are ready for today's Tupelo Coca-Cola bottling starting lineups. Dr. Boggs, are you ready for, we'll start out with the visitors here for East Central?
Yes, definitely can. As we mentioned, leading off was Jacob Wooten there, was playing second base for the East Central. Batting second's Mason Hickman at third. Batting third is Jackson White out in left field, who just got that final out there at short. That in the cleanup spot, you got Pablo, and I'm going to call this Roque.
Roque, yes.
Okay, who's in the DH spot. Batting in the five spot there is Xavier Miles, who's first base. Batting sixth, Bryson Johnson in center. Batting seventh is Davin Lowry out in right field. Batting eighth, Ryan Harden, who's behind the plate doing the catching duties today. And then in the 9th spot, there's Ryan Nelson playing short. On the mound, as we mentioned, for East Central, or we are mentioning now, is going to be Landon Wills.
And that is the starting lineup for the East Central Warriors, coming in with a record of 7-3 after their victory in Game 2 today over Mississippi Delta Trojans. Now for our Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starters for your Itawamba Indians.
Leading off will be Jacob Pearl out in right field. Batting second, Madden Butler on first. Batting third, Reed Kent on shortstop. Batting in the cleanup spot going to be Brody Thompson, who's your DH today. Batting in the 5 spot is Cannon Graham out at second. Batting sixth is Houston Green, who made a good defensive snag down there at third, as we mentioned. Batting seventh, Trey Gunn out in center. Batting eighth, Noah Canton, who's behind the plate doing the catching duties. And then in the 9 spot, Tyler Pickens out in left field. And as we mentioned, on the mound for the Indians here in the when mentioned in the top of the first was Jack Howell.
And that is your starting lineups for tonight's Game 3 of this trifecta. As you mentioned, we have Landon Willis on the mound for East Central. He comes in the game with he's got a 5.63 ERA. This is his 4th appearance, his first start. I've noticed East Central with Coach Holloman, a veteran MACCC coach, has used several different starters this year, but he has a 8 innings pitch, 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 7 walks, and 5 strikeouts. As we have learned, Dr. Boggs, the East Central doesn't seem to have that ace right now pitcher, or we're not going to see him today if they do. They've thrown a lot of pitchers. Several games they've thrown 6, 7, 8 pitchers, but they do swing it. And as we saw there in the first half with a couple hard line drives and ground balls. First batter up will be Jacob Pearl for your Indians. He fouls the ball hard down there. Oh, I won't tell you. Well, I will tell you. Gore won't like it because they got us on the broadcast. They shouldn't have done this, but that was called an ugly finder, but it ended up in the trees. I think that took some bark off.
No
the
doubt.
pines,
I'm going to tell you, so we come out swinging the bat too, so that's good. And good to see that with Jacob Pearl, who fouled that one, and we got that netting up in front of our dugout, and had that not have been there, that would have shook some guys up there. But quickly down 0-2, and I noticed I did look at some of our stats too. Pearl leads the team in walks. Off to a start here where we're probably not going to draw a walk, but never can tell. He may work that count back as he does, as he takes that 0-2 pitch there for 1-2.
You're exactly right, Dr. Boggs. Pearl doesn't have the best batting average on the team so far, but he is way up there in on-base percentage for the Indians this year, and that's what you want out of that line, that leadoff guy. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
That is a nice pitch, and that is, for leadoff hitter, that's a good eye because we're still trying to learn this umpire strike zone here, just being the bottom of the first inning, no score. Willis got a little pop to the mitt there. He's popping the mitt pretty good for him.
He's popping it, too. Definitely. Rank comes back in, and Pearl going to loop that one over for a base hit right there. It just kind of loops over the shortstop. Excellent job for Pearl. So leadoff guy on for your Etowah Indians.
Yes, as you said, great job of Pearl. He was 1 for 4 in the first game, and he gets a base hit here, leading off game 2 for the Indians, game 3 on the day. Another guy that Coach Slater Lott, our first-year head coach here at Etowah, was glad to have back in the lineup is Madden Butler. This will be the second game. It's almost like the second game of the season where Madden missing several games, a little hamstring, but he was 1 for 2 with a laser home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks in game 1. The pitch. That's the first pitch fastball on that outer half.
Yeah, strike one, of course, there. Obviously, if they've done their scouting homework, I'm sure they have. They're going to be watching first over there with Jacob Pearl, who's got some wheels on him. So, not saying he's fixing to steal or anything like that, but definitely he's watching the pitcher there, trying to get the timing down as this Madden takes that one for ball 1.
Catcher for the East Central will be Ryan Harden back there. It's a different catcher. It's hard to catch 2 games of doubleheader. You need 2, 3, 4 catchers in this league for sure. And we've seen the Indians play like 4 different catchers so far this young season.
Good pitch. Took something off of that one, Coach.
He's been popping that mitt, and yes, he came in with some kind of a slower curveball or maybe even like a changeup. That thing had some – I don't know if it's that splinker we're talking about the other day that Paul Skeens has. That thing had some dive to it. But, yeah, Madden's got a battle right here with a 1-2 strike count. The pitch.
Low.
That ball's low and in. You know, Madden Butler is one of our top returning hitters from last year's squad.
Yeah, definitely sophomore coming back. So, as you mentioned his stats there. But definitely I know Coach Slott's glad to have him back in the lineup here, especially, trying to get him some pre-conference play.
Picked first base, and he's back in safely.
Of course, I know people say, well, heck, Brad, they are playing conference play. Well, actually, it's not. It is a game that we are playing against another MACCC opponent, but it does not count in the conference standings. It's a pre-conference game here for all of these teams today, and they kind of started this process, 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, what a curve. My goodness, that was a wicked breaking ball right there, was it not?
That is a tough pitch to hit because, it was a curveball that kind of backed up. It didn't break to the outer half away from Madden. It kind of backed up on him inside, and he kind of got tied himself up. That was you don't know if he was intentionally trying to hit the mitt there, but it was impressive to get the first out of the inning. Be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout for East Central. It still will bring up Reed Kent. He's our starting shortstop. Made several nice plays already today in the first game. Reed was 1 for 3 with a walk. He is another one of our veteran hitters coming back. Had some injuries last season, but is off to a good start for the Indians so far in 2026.
Yeah, returning player. Of course, one thing I've noticed so far about Willis, he of course, now he's going to take a little time, but he's generally, so far, he's been pretty methodical, and he's just kind of popping it in there. As Pearl's going to take the base right there, no throw down because catcher kind of dropped the ball in the exchange there.
It looks like he must have – somehow we had a tip there.
Oh, we had a tip?
Must have. The umpire didn't raise his hands up, but everybody just kind of looked down. But, it's going to be a 1-1 count.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing we like, especially sitting up where we are, umpire would be a little bit more definitive with his hand signals for us there. But 1 ball, 1 strike. We got 1 out. You're right. Pearl was off with the pitch, and he had it, I believe. Ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to take the play at first base, flip it over, and that will be an out.
That's probably the smart play right there. And, Pearl was off, and he's got the wheels. The hit, was kind of a little dribbler there. It wasn't solid contact, and the pitcher, Willis, didn't just field it as cleanly as he wanted to there, especially in the exchange. I think that was a good decision on his end to get the out at first, not go for the double play.
And that will bring up number 4, Brody Thompson, the designated hitter for this game. Brody was 0 for 2 with 2 base on balls. He's off to an excellent freshman season here for the Indians. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs. You're looking for one of those golden hits. We've seen the Indians before, especially in the last series against Illinois Central, to have some really good at-bats with 2 outs and to score some runs. But this would be big to get up and get the lead here to start the game in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, no doubt. A runner in scoring position, for ICC. So, as you mentioned, but there are 2 outs. But love to see the ICC try to get that run in. That's going to be ball 2. That's low, so that's a good eye there by Brody Thompson there to take a couple of pitches there. And, again, as you mentioned, Coach Kirk, that's what you want to do. That's first rotation around if you're with Etowah. But try not to be too aggressive. You're going to see a lot of pitches, up that pitch count, but also talk to your teammates.
2 balls, no strikes to Thompson.
Did I? Oh, well, never mind.
He gave him that outside corner, as I said, learning the umpire strike zone, and I'm going to say 2-0. That's a good take regardless. If it's a strike, it was not the pitch he was looking for to hit. It might have been a strike, but it wasn't what he's looking. He's still ahead, 2-1 here. Willis doing a good job mixing speeds. And the pitch. He comes to the inner half of the fastball there.
Out and in.
Count, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, he's working those corners right there, and that outside part of the plate, inside part of the plate. Good job by him. If he's hitting the spots, now you don't really know what he's going to come back with. If you're Brody Thompson, hopefully you're not going to keep catching guessing. And you didn't.
Curveball, and he hung it, and
it's gone.
It's up, and it's out of here. Brody Thompson getting the Indians on the scoreboard. He hung that curveball, and he hit it over the scoreboard. That would be a 2-run home run for Thompson.
Yeah, he exactly right there, Coach Kirk. He hung it. Again, we were sitting there saying, well, which way is he going to go with it, after going out and then back in. And he just left that one out there too good, especially for our cleanup hitter, Brody Thompson, who's had a heck of a season. You just got to be a little smarter with the pitches than that, and that's one of those lessons learned.
That's exactly right. That's impressive for a freshman right there to keep battling. And like I said, he spotted up. Got ahead in the count 2-0, and he went fastball away, fastball in, but then he came back, and he was able to sit on that curveball. Man, that was a no-doubter right there. That would bring up Cannon Graham batting in the 5 spot, playing second base for the Indians in the first game against Mississippi Delta today. Graham was 0 for 3, had an RBI and a walk.
Yeah, Graham came in today before with game 1 as he's going to take strike 2 there, 0-2 count. Leading the team in average right there. He had a .577 batting average coming into the game 1 that they played earlier today. So I'm going off game 1 stats, prior to game 1 stats, as that pitch is going to be outside for ball 1.
Graham has been a nice addition to the Indians lineup this season. He started every game.
He has definitely done his job at the plate thus far. ICC's hoping that continues as the season goes on as he swings through that one, though. Coach Kirk gets the third out of the inning.
And that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout that will get the Warriors out of the first inning, but not without your Indians scoring 2 runs on 2 hits. And we will head to the top of the second inning right after.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum. I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again. With passion burning in my veins.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Roy Crescent Field. We are headed to the top of the second inning with the Indians leading 2-0 over the East Central Warriors. Dr. Boggs, as we're getting started here, we do have a new pitcher coming in, number 16, Connor Edge for the Indians. You have some Samstown Market stats on Connor?
Yeah, Connor Edge going to be a right-handed freshman out of, looks like Hernando, Mississippi. He's pitched Magnolia Heights so far this year. He does have 1 win, no losses on the season, out of 2 appearances, 4.50 ERA. Looks like he's had 2 innings pitched. Of course, you're going to see that this time of year. Giving up a hit, 2 runs, does have 2 walks on that 1K.
And this will be the cleanup hitter, number 14, Pablo Roque. Roque was 1 for 1 with a double RBI, a walk, and hit by a pitch in his first at bat. First pitch is a ball from Edge. Second pitch, curveball. Ooh, that was looked mighty close there. What are a couple, you would say, some Bank Oklahoma keys to victory, Dr. Boggs?
You know, if I were looking at it, you know, if I'm Etowama, of course, you know, East Central has always been one of these top teams here, especially over the last several years here with what Coach Holloman's done. That's going to be strike 1 right there, 2-1 count. Definitely, if I'm Etowama, I'm looking hopefully to stay ahead of the count. If I'm a pitcher out there, you want to stay ahead. They've got a good offense. We know they've got a good offense. But then also take advantage of any opportunities that you have as he swings through that pitch right there, strike 2, 2-2. While you're on offense, you got to take advantage of every opportunity. Anytime you get runners on base, especially in scoring position, you got to find a way to get them in.
That's the fastest I've ever heard you talk.
Sometimes I can do it.
I love those
put it
keys.
together.
That's your Bank of Oklahoma keys to victory, and we hope the Indians have a victory here. Hard hit ground ball. That is fair. Butler fields it, takes his time, gets over there. He still get a little gimpy on that hamstring, but nice play over there. Get the first out of the inning for the Indians. This will bring up number 6, Xavier Miles. He's the first baseman in this game for East Central, and he did not play in the first game for them. So this will be his first at bat of the day.
Yeah, great play again, but down there by Baden Butler. That one was painting the line almost. It wasn't fair. It was fair, but did a great job of fielding it cleanly and popped up and was able to to get the unassisted out there. As that one's first pitch swinging. Going to test Butler out again, see if he's still got room.
Drifting.
He does. Made the catch.
We had this play in the last game. We talked about how the dugouts come out to where the players stand. They're protected. We have a protected barrier there. But once you get past that where the players are, it kicks back out, and you have a bigger foul territory. And it's in that little corner right there. That's a nice play by Butler to get over.
Right in there, followed it all the way over in, and didn't give up on it. And that was beautiful for Butler right there, just to go ahead and get that big second out of the inning. And as you mentioned there, so big 2 outs right there for Etowama.
That first pitch, is called a ball. This will be Bryson Johnson, number 8. He's a center fielder for the Warriors. In the game 1 today, he was 1 for 3 with a double. Yes, 2 quick outs for the Indians. That's what you want to see with Edge coming out of the bullpen here in the second inning. So I would consider, I guess, how was our opener today? We hope there's not an injury there. Maybe I didn't talk to Coach a lot about what his pitching he was looking for in the second game, but we do play East Central later in the year, conference game. So it might be one where we just run a different pitcher out there every inning, every 2 to 3 innings, just see how play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. Ball's hit hard right center field, and that ball's getting up, and it is out of here.
Yeah, over the center field, basically over right center, but more shaded towards center right there. But he hammered that. That was on the line. That's not one that got up in the air too much. It did get up in the air, but man, he hammered that, and it was a pitch right there. He went with it. You know, he's a right-handed batter, but he went toward the right side a little bit with it there. Excellent job right there on the part of Bryson Johnson to cut that lead in half. But like I say, just hammered that pitch. Wind is blowing out a little bit out there, Coach Kirk, that way. It's a cool night, cloudy. And that's another thing we talk about is those arms when you have these nights like this. Early in the season, too, not saying that's where Coach Lott is, but you know you don't want to jeopardize your arms either, too, when you have a cool night here early in the season. Is that ball right there? That's a breaking pitch, first pitch to Davin Lowry. Davin Lowry, and that's going to hit him.
Yeah, Davin got 1 at bat in the first game. He flew out to center field. But, yes, that was mighty impressive on that hit by Johnson right there. That ball has carried today. We've had a south wind that's blowing straight out, and like I said, a little cooler. Bats are warm, though.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Both, like I say, so far, Etowama and East Central starting out with hot bats here. And with 2 outs, East Central here in the top of the second, able to make a little rally at this and a little run to cut into it. As that first pitch is on swinging, fouled out into the parking lot.
Uh-oh. Did we get a car?
I couldn't tell.
Eagle Eye Scores over here.
Yeah.
He's stuck in the monitor, so he's not seeing. But we do have number 20, Ryan Harden, the catcher for game 2. Ryan did not play in the first game. But he's catching here in game 2, the nightcap. 0-1 count. Got a pick at first base. He's back easily. That was an impressive hit there by Johnson. I tell you, we mentioned in the first game against Delta that East Central played that East Central had 10 different hitters hit a home run already this year in their first 9 games coming in. They've hit several since they've been here today.
Breaking pitch right there, hung it up. Reed Kent kind of got through him on it right there. It took a hop, Coach Kirk. That ball's going to get past third. They were trying to get him at third. The ball get past him. He's going to score and tie the game up. That's going to be I don't know if you're going to rule that an error or a hit, Coach.
I'm going to call – the ball that's hit off the bat was a hit. It was just a bad hop it did. He didn't get a glove on it. It's up the middle, got by him. But then the throw comes in to third base. It's aggressive.
Single with an error.
It's going to be an error on the center fielder coming all the way through on that throw. So it's going to be E8 that allows the run to score, and that run does come across to tie the game here for the Warriors. And not what you want, and you sure don't want the runner to get to second base. He got to second base on the error because that brings up Ryan Nelson. And if we had a star of the game last game, it would have been this young gentleman. He was 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, a double, and 3 RBIs. And the one time he got out against Mississippi Delta, he hit a laser ground ball to third baseman. He was 4 for 4 for barrels. I know they chart barrels. All baseball, softball programs do, but that's a nice opening pitch right there to get a swing and a miss. But we're looking for that every elusive third out. Indians had a little trouble in game 1 today, getting that third out to get back in the dugout.
Yeah, and he was swinging on that. Got a pick at second. It was close. That's tight right there, Coach Kirk. But good pick play right there at second by Connor Edge, working that play out there, but just able to get back in. Looks like there at second, had him diving back. So good pick play. And I was going to say, you were talking about Nelson, what good game he had last game. That first pitch he was swinging at, he was trying to continue that.
He does not get cheated.
He does not. He's not getting cheated.
And
smashed that one.
That's going to be another extra base hit all the way down in the left field corner. It's going to be Harden coming around to score, and Nelson is pulling up at second base, and that will be his first extra base hit here of game 2, but his 4th overall today. 2 home runs, 2 doubles. That man is hot as a firecracker, as they say, down in Calhoun County.
Stand-up double right there, and drove another run in. I said another, but drove another run in on his deal, but his day he's having. So, again, that pops it back to the top of the lineup. But we knew coming in these guys can swing a bat. There's no doubt that these guys can swing a bat, Coach Kirk.
Yes, and this brings up Jacob Wooten, the second baseman. He did not play in the first game, and he came out swinging the bat. Like you said, line drive left field his first time up. He's down 0-1 here, and we had Edge come out. We got 2 up, 2 down. And we saw this in game 1 with the Indians. And then it's the home run, and next thing you know, we've given up 3 runs right here. We've got to find that third out. Somehow hit one at somebody and let the Indians get back in the dugout.
Another pick play. Then he got back in there. That one was not near as close as the previous one. But another pick play was called there at second. So Indians trying to – doing their scouting report, I'm sure that they've seen they're very aggressive on the base paths. East Central, the Warriors are. So, again, trying that pick play, trying to keep them honest out there. As that breaking pitch is kind of hung up there, swung at it, that's going to go in foul territory. Butler's trying to make a play on it, dove for it, and does not.
He
or did
catch that ball.
Okay, he did catch it.
And very graceful. No, I was watching the way he had to jump back, especially with a sore hamstring. I don't know how he snagged it, but that will be third out. But the Indians do give up 3 runs there in the top of the third, and East Central will have a 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
And we're back here at Roy Crescent Field, headed to the bottom of the second inning. The Indians now trail 3-2 after giving up 3 in the top of the second inning. But we have our number 6 hitter, number 5, Houston Green, third baseman, leading off for Indians. Houston's off to an excellent season so far for the Indians, and we need him to be a leadoff hitter for us here, Dr. Boggs.
Yeah, Houston coming in today. Well, excuse me, again, today they did play a game earlier today. This does not include those stats as he chops that one to third, but comes in with a 357 average. But chops that one to third quickly. They're up and throw that and gets the first out of the inning.
And that will lead to number 19, Trey Gunn, center fielder, batting in the 7th hole for the Indians. Trey was 1 for 4 in game 1. And he's looking to be the spark here. The Indians just had trouble there in the top half of this frame of getting off the field after getting 2 quick outs and giving up 3 runs. This East Central bunch, I know we would like to get in the bullpen as quick as we can. We've seen several box scores through the first 9-10 games of East Central season now. They played their 10th one earlier today where they've been throwing multiple pitchers each game.
Harden tried to frame that first pitch to Gunn, unable to get the call on it, but gets that second call right there, comes back inside with it, got a 1-1 count.
One thing impressive with Willis so far is he seems to have the fastball command on the inner half and the outer half, depending right-handed or left-hander. And he's got some pop to it, and that's a 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, excellent job right there if you're on the part of Willis, like you say. I mean, he's really going out there and taking command, and when he gets in that groove, you can kind of tell it. You know, when he gets in that groove, he's just out there pumping it. And he just did right there and got a big K, second out of the inning.
That will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout for the second out of the inning. And that ball had some giddy up on it. He's got some pop coming in. Noah Kenton, your catcher, will be batting here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Kenton did have 1 at bat in the earlier game, and he walked in that at bat. First pitch fouled back. One thing you would like is if to extend the inning right here is at least make him throw some more pitches or slow him down just a little bit. Try to get Willis out of his little rhythm he has developed here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, you definitely want to get him out of his groove, and right now they're not doing that. It's an 0-2 count. He took strike 2 right there. So I'm like you got to get. He's feeling it out there, and he knows he's pumping it, and so. You know, he's got the command and brings that breaking pitch in there. And I'm going to tell you, that was another wicked breaking pitch, but it just didn't catch that inside part of the plate, Coach.
That was the umpire was emphatic. I did see his body language on. He yelled ball. I didn't hear it, but he yelled ball on that one. But that thing just barely hung inside. But, yeah, you can tell his body language. He is feeling it right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Did it again.
Same location. That's a little bit further inside.
But you're exactly right. Right now you can just tell from the language he has out there on the mound and the heel Willis there. He's feeling it. He feels like he's in command. His team did get the 3 runs this last top half of the second inning, able to get the lead back. So what better way, too? That's also a confidence booster.
It is, exactly what they would order if they could put in order for the Warriors and the pitch.
Got him.
Oh, he came back to that fastball after 2 straight breaking balls and got it. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout looking. That is his. He's had 2 in each inning for 4 total so far. 3 up, 3 down. First time for the Indians to go 3 up, 3 down. And we will head to the top of the 3rd inning.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Roy Crescent Field here at Itawamba Community College. We are headed to the top of the third inning with East Central Warriors leading your Itawamba Indians 3-2. First up for the Warriors be number 19, Mason Hickman, third baseman. First pitch, he fouls down the left field line. Pickens giving it a trace, and it is up and oppo taco.
That's one of those that carried right there, Coach Kirk. He took it the way it needed to go. It was an outside pitch, and he drove it the way he needed to. Left-handed batter. Hit it to left field and just took it the way he needed to go with it, and it just kept going. He had enough power in it that, I mean, it was right on the line. Basically, you're looking at the 330 mark right there, and it just kept going. Another run on the board for the Warriors.
That is impressive. And there's something about the first pitch of each inning. I wish we had a stat going on from all the innings we've covered now. It's be the ninth inning we've seen the Warriors play, and I'm going to say they've swung at almost every one of them. First pitch of each inning. That's a ground ball to second baseman. Grams over, fields, and throws across. That is Jackson White ground out 4-3 for your first out of the inning.
And again, first pitch swinging, as you mentioned, right? And I mean, too. Again, we've talked about it. They're in this team can hit. If you can hit and you got the bats up there, go up there and swing aggressively, especially non-conference play here. Again, right now you're just feeling it out. You're feeling out your team. You're feeling out these other pitchers, and you're trying to get ready for the season. And here he goes up, first pitch swinging again with Jackson White. But no, that wasn't Jackson White. Excuse me, this is Roque.
Yep, Pablo Roque. The DH, he grounded out to first base unassisted his last time. Yeah, it might be time to change up your game plan a little bit. First pitch change-ups, curveball, something, or just
don't bring that fastball on pitch number one. I mean, if you don't have to right now, unless you're in trouble or something like that. But definitely, unless you're getting in a walking trend. But you don't want to he hit him right there, and you don't want to do that. That's that free pass.
Yes, and that ran up on the wrist. He's wearing the guard on the elbow, but that got into the wrist. Oh. His teammates cheer him on, and he's sprinting down to first base. And then the adrenaline wears off. He's going to feel that one a little bit. Hit by pitch will be base runner there for the Warriors as Roque is at first base. This will bring up number 6, Xavier Miles, first baseman. He popped up to the first base on a nice play by the dugout while I go by Madden Butler. We're hunting that first Little Caesars double play. Be nice for the Indians right here.
It really would. And you brought that breaking pitch in there, and I don't know where that one was. Me and you both thought that was a strike. Probably everybody in the stands thought it was, besides the main man back there who didn't call it one, and that's all that matters. So there again, ball one there. 2. There's the pick over to first. He gets back in time, so did not draw the pick there or get the out. So, again, Xavier Miles up here, I think he flew out, if I'm not correct.
He popped out to the first base of foul territory. Yes, we love that Little Caesars double play right here. Any way to keep the runs at a minimum right now is 4-2. That's a strike on the outer half. That'd be even to count.
I think it's a makeup call right there.
I definitely flinched on the first pitch. I was looking for that hand to come out, and it didn't come out.
I think he noticed he missed. I think he feels like he fell asleep on that first one. But anyway, we'll take it. We're at a Wamba fan. You'll take it. That's strike 1, 1-1 count. Back over, we got one out. Coach, I know you were well aware of this, as all of us are, but this past weekend was opening weekend for NCAA baseball. Big weekend right there. And just saying that, I'm going to cover some scores here in a minute. I'm looking up. We got baseball going on tonight. So
midweek baseball.
Midweek baseball, nothing like it. That pitch is outside right there, just to hit you with a few. If y'all are fans at home listening, got Kentucky playing Morehead State, top of the 6th. Kentucky's up 6-5. In that top, you do have Tennessee. I know they're playing here. I saw that a minute ago. But we'll go with the one that people are worried about. I know Mississippi State and Troy. As that breaking pitch is going to hit him, it does that again. He's not following through, Coach, on that breaking pitch. Sometimes he's leaving that hand out there, and you're not really pulling that arm down, that wrist, and to get that full break on it, and it's just like he's leaving it out there, and that's why he's had a hit by pitch. It's 2 in a row for him.
2 in a row, and that is you need command of some kind of off-speed breaking pitch because they are hunting the fastball, as we mentioned a few times, and this guy right here, he got one last at bat, and he hit a home run to center field. Looks like we might have a call to the bullpen.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works change right here. We have a new pitcher. It's going to be number 31, Will Lipscomb, coming into the game. Lipscomb pitched in first game today, threw an inning and a third, and he's back out here for our second game. He's got runners at first and second, only one out, and he's facing number 8, Bryson Johnson, the center fielder, who hit a line drive home run, solo home run. Picked the first, it's off the mark. And that ball is getting down the right field corner. We got runners going. Runner at second is headed to third, and he's going to hold up right there. Good job of Jacob Pearl backing that play up. But, yes, we try to catch them sleeping a little bit there, Dr. Boggs. A little pickoff play at first base.
Yeah, that's not what you want when you come out the first throw there. Obviously, the first throw you would to be a wild pick throw over there to first, and that advanced the runners on top of that. You know, you got 2 runners in scoring position, you got a runner at second and third, and you got a tough situation already. You already had a tough situation with Bryson Johnson, and now you got even tougher with 2 runners on and scoring position. Then you're going to hit him, and we already ran into that. We'd already hit 2 people before that, not Will Lipscomb. But the trend carries. Now the bases are loaded, and you got these hot bats.
Most definitely. This team hits too well enough to give them extra bases. Even the pick play, I mean, that's important at 90 feet. That's a teaching moment right there that I know Coach Evans and Coach Lyle are going to have with Lipscomb and all the pitchers right there. Hey, let's keep the double play in order. We took it off, and then we hit the batter. But now we do have bases loaded here with Davin Lowry, the right fielder, number 21. He was hit by a pitch in the foot his last at bat.
Yeah, and of course, double play, you mentioned, still in order for the Indians to get out of the inning if they wanted to. Bases are loaded, and corners are not in at this moment.
0-0 count, 1 out. Ball is smoked over the left fielder's head. It is off the wall. 1 run will score. Second runner is waved around. Shortstop makes a throw. And the tag at home plate.
No, he's out.
It's called.
I think he got under it.
He got under it. Throw was just a little bit up the line, a little bit high, and he tagged him towards. I was hoping he's going to catch him in the backside there before he got to the.
So that's a long single. I mean, that's a single, and that's a long single off the bottom of the wall, but you do get 2 RBIs out of it if you are who was that again? That was Lowry right there, who came up swinging on that first pitch again, pumping that first pitch and sitting on it, and, man, he's popping that thing out there. So excellent job. Still got a runner in scoring position and only 1 out.
That's where those hit-by pitches come back to haunt you right there, those freebies, as we call it. And both runners on the move here.
Double steal.
Yep, swing and a miss, kind of a little running hit and run action. He was protecting them, or they had something on the pitcher right there, but both of them were moving on the pitch. 2 stolen bases there, so we have runners in scoring position again at second and third.
Well, with the way he was swinging at that pitch, that was outside. I'm going to say he had something going on right there with the hit and run there, because that pitch was well outside, and that's going to be ball 1 right there. Did not swing at that. Now you got runners in scoring position again, both of them, second and third, as you mentioned. Only 1 out with Ryan Harden up.
Yep, Ryan Harden, the catcher, he had a base hit. His first time up the plate, up the ground ball up the middle in the center field, and that was kind of after the solo home run that cut the lead for the Indians to 2-1. Kind of got going started. We had a little throw in there, got a run in, got people in scoring position, and he has an extremely hot hitter on deck here with Nelson coming up next. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Gunn is on the move. He's trying to get to it, and it falls in. It's going to be an RBI single for Harden. Another runner coming, and that's a short hop, and the catcher is not able to come up with it.
That's going to be a single, but that's going to be an error where it advances on the throw. The guy gets to second. So again, not a heads-up play by the Indians right there. Defensively, that's not a heads-up play. There's no way that runner should have scored right there. Ball should have come on in quicker. That's a learning moment. You talked about that. Coach Lott will have with his players. That's a learning moment right there. That ball did drop, but there's no way 2 runs should have scored, Coach Kirk.
And that will run the score to 8-2. That is 5 runs the Indians have given up here, 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. This will be Ryan Nelson. As we said, Ryan is 5 for 5 on barrels so far today. He has barreled up everything, and that's about the first pitch he's let go through that's actually been a strike. He is swinging an extremely hot bat for Ryan Nelson, the shortstop for the Warriors.
Still got 1 out. Still got a runner in scoring position, too. So keep that in mind if you're an Indian fan or you're a Warriors fan, because got that hot bat up there and a runner in scoring position. That is well outside. That's going to be ball 1-1-1.
Yeah, Coach Holloman was pushing the issue there. I don't think that second runner was going until they saw the relay coming in, and then he just pushed the issue, and that short hop. The grass has been wet all day, too. I give him that. It
has. Again, that's lack of, again, that sense of urgency. Get the ball in. That's stuff you practice. I got the pick move on again. I've never seen us throw this many pick plays out there, but, again, especially at second. But they know something we don't in the scouting report on them. They've looked at them, but there again, know they're aggressive on the base path. But you got to come up with that throw, and you got to get that ball in quick. Indians paid for it. Squares the bunt. I'm surprised about that.
That ball got kicked around a little bit right back there by Canton. He was able to.
Now, Coach Kirk, I'm going to be highly surprised if they bunt him right here. I mean, you're swinging as hot of a bat as you're swinging. You've got an 8-2 lead here. You got a runner in scoring position, and now, of course, we're going to the pen here. So it looks like Indians going to bring in another pitcher.
So one out here in the top of the third inning. We will have a pitching change, and we'll be right back to you at Roy Crescent Field in just a minute.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. That's the real thing. I like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guarantee Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the top of the third inning, one out. Your Indians are in a pickle. We have made a Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works change at pitcher. We have number 8, Scott Green, coming in here with a 2-ball, 1 count, runner on second base. He's facing Ryan Nelson, the shortstop for the Warriors. First pitch is a strike. That will even the count up at 2-2. Dr. Boss, can you give us some Samstown Market stats on Scott Green?
Got Scott coming in right-handed sophomore, redshirt out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Center Hill played there. Scott comes in with, as I was looking up, got a one win, no losses on the year. Does have 2 appearances, 3.1 third innings pitched, 3 in the third. That ball gets by. That's a wild pitch. I think, Coach Kirk, I was looking down, but I came up. Runner's going to advance to third here. Still only 1 out. Now you got another runner 90 feet away. Full count here. But 3 in the third innings pitched there for Scott. 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, 1 K.
And like we said, those stats are brought to you by Samstown Market, Manatee. Grilling season is about here, as Mr. Gore said. Pitch, line drive out to left field. Tell you, that guy's high as a firecracker right there. That's another RBI for Ryan Nelson. That will score Ryan Harden, who singled in a run himself, and that will run the score to 9-2 for the Warriors here in the top of third inning. The Indians are struggling to find the second out here.
Yeah, they can't get the second out right now. Of course, it did not help there that we went, 3 in a row batters there where we hit by pitch. We gave free passes right there. And then, of course, as we always know, that's going to come back to haunt you. Anytime you do that, especially, consecutively like that, it's going to hurt you more times than not.
We've had 3 Indian pitchers here, and
runner goes.
That ball got away. It was low and just trickled away from Canton back there. And, yes, Nelson will take second base there on that I'm going to say wild pitch. He must have hit the dirt before it got to him. But this will be Jacob Wooten, and the Warriors are batted around. They faced 3 Indian pitchers, and we have our 9th batter of the inning. They've got 6 already pushed across in this inning, and we're hunting that second. Very elusive second out.
We are, and, Scott's, kind of walked into a tough situation here. But, again, runner at second, that pitch is going to be ball 2 out there, 2-0. But from my understanding here, of course, we've seen 4 pitchers, and those y'all listened to the first broadcast today knew that Michael Upton called that game. They now have him out in the bullpen warming up as we're going through arms, I think, here for Etowah.
We're in good hands with Upton. That ball is hit straight up. Is it going to drift over?
That's going to get out of play.
It's going to get out of play. Yes. Mr. Upton with the ICC Association Foundation broadcast booth, him and Mr. Ingham do a great job there as directors that run all of that. They also do good with the broadcast.
They do. They do a phenomenal job. I know Michael Upton calls many different types of sports. Does helps Gore basically with all of them, and I'm just stuck to one or two, but he can kind of adapt to any and all. That runner takes off on the pitch, going to get in easy right there, and again showing that aggressiveness on the base pass, the speed they have. There again, that's why we went back. That we've seen a lot of pick plays today. The scouting report on them obviously knew that they are aggressive and have every reason to be.
They do, and that gets the runner Nelson down to third base with still only 1 out. That ball is going to be down. That's going to be ball 4 to Wooten, and that's going to put runners at first and third base.
Up to bat, number 19, Mason Hickman.
That is the 4th free pass here of this inning. 3 hit by pitches. That's the first walk.
Yeah, you're begging for an out right here for your ICC. You got a first and third situation, so we're going to see if Coach Holloman does anything first and third here and tries to put the pressure on the Indians here to try to get that other run in that's at third right there that's 90 feet away. Going to see what type of thing, if he does anything to try to draw the throw or try to draw an error on the Indians with a first and third situation.
This brings up Hickman. First pitch. He led off this inning with an opposite field home run. It's lifted left field. Pickens giving it. Yep, that's going to be a sacrifice fly. That sacrifice fly is brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. That will put another run on the board for the Warriors. That will stretch it out to 10-2. That's the 7th run of this inning. Hickman has got 2 RBIs.
Well, he did his job. I mean, that's what you want him to do in that situation. And, again, you utilize these situations as learning moments as you're going through the year. That's what's going to help you further on down in the year here. When you get in that conference play, you get that run in any way you can. That's what they did. He hit that deep enough fly ball out to left field as a left-handed batter there to drive in that run for a sac fly.
This will bring up White, the left fielder. He's hit a ground ball out to shortstop, and he's got the first out of this inning with a ground ball to second base. Indians hunting that ever-elusive third out here to get out of this top of the third inning. Warriors leading 10-2. They've got 10 runs on 7 hits. Nice pitch there. We're on our, as you mentioned earlier, we're on our 4th pitcher, 3rd one of this inning with Scott Green.
Yeah, like you say, 0-1 count here. Indians did get the second out of the inning there out of that deep fly ball, that sac fly. Big time here. They really need this third out.
0-1 count. Pitch we're going to pick. That East Central's a little bit like I like when I was coaching. You might not have the best offensive team. They've got a really good offensive team. But as your base runner, you can always be aggressive, and they have given our pitchers and catchers fits in this game so far. Just getting good leads, fake stealing, really stealing sometimes. Reading balls in the dirt like this play right here at second base.
Safe.
He's safe.
Gets
ball,
under it.
Yep, got under it, and the ball got loose from him.
Well, I agree with you. What you do there, too, though, Coach, if you'll, and I know you know this, but that gets in the mind of that guy on the mound, too. When you have an aggressive team out there on the base path, and you're taught not to let it get in your mind because you got to let these others, but it also is in the mind of this guy behind the plate, too. So you've got other things that are going on in your mind besides focusing on throwing a strike and trying to hit that strike zone. So it makes it difficult as he has him right there on that, took something off of that pitch right there and has him out in front for strike 2, 1-2 count. Runner in scoring position, though.
Definitely got another runner in scoring position. That was the leadoff guy, Wooten, who stole the base to get down to second base. So we do have a 1-ball, 2-strike count here on White. And the pitch.
Got him.
And that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout for Green to get White for the third out of the inning. And I don't know if you're going to believe this, Dr. Boggs. That's the first strikeout we've had against their lineup tonight for the third out of top of the third, and that will be the Warriors be hit 10-2. We'll be headed to the bottom of the third when we come back.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it. A Coke Zero and
Okay.
a smile.
We're Coke brand managers. Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
At Bank Okolona, consistency isn't just something we strive for. It's our way of doing business. One bank, multiple communities, consistently here for you. Find the branch nearest you at bankokolona.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Number 28.
Welcome back here to the ICC Alumni Association Foundation Broadcasting booth. We have your ICC Indians coming up to face the Warriors here in the bottom of the third. They're down 10-2. We're looking for a way to scratch it and get it back into this game right here, Dr. Boggs. We got Tyler Pickens, number 28, the left fielder, coming. He's our number 9 hitter of the game.
Yep, just now getting around, so this will end, get the first rotation through. Swung through and missed right there, 1-1 count. So that tells you kind of where the game's been. I mean, look at the scoreboard, 10-2. Edwin only had 2 hits. East Central 7 hits. Swung through and missed again for strike 2, 1-2 count. And he's out there again. Willis out there as we had hoped. Maybe, as you mentioned, hey, sit over and get a little cool, and that might mess up his rhythm. It hasn't right now.
He sure was pumped up last inning with 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts.
That's a good pitch.
His team came out in that top of the second, put up 3 runs. He came out in the bottom second. We went 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts. And, yeah, he's been over there. We didn't put a timer on it, but we went through 3 different pitchers and 7 runs. It took a while. We need some freebies here for the Indians. But he is back at trying to paint that outside and inside corner and changing speeds.
And that's a good eye right there on Pickens. I'm going to say that because, I mean, those are hard to lay off of, especially when you got 2 strikes. Excellent job on his end there, too, to be patient enough to draw some more pitches there and see some more pitches and up that pitch count.
The ball is headed to the soccer field. Pickens from North Pontotoc. The Viking up there, one of our in-district kids who's battling, trying to give the Indians a chance. You know, great thing about baseball, there is no time limit. You got to get every out.
You said that's a great thing?
We don't have time limits. We have timers. You know, we have pitch clock and we have hitter clock and stuff. But hey, we saw the Indians make a almost triumphant comeback in the first game against Mississippi Delta. It's hard to get those last 3 out, so we just gotta scratch and try to see if we can claw out something right here. And now, see,
there it is.
He's off just a little bit compared to where he was the last inning. That will be the first walk of the game.
Now up to bat for the Indians.
For Willis,
Number
Pickens will
23,
head down to first base. So we'll turn the lineup back over to Jacob Pearl, right fielder. He hit a little looping line drive over the shortstop to lead off the game for the first base hit. Let's see if we can get something. So this will be our second time through for our hitters to see Willis.
First pitch swing, and that's going to be a hit. So Pearl's continuing his day. He already had a single to lead off the game. And comes back up swinging again and gets that stand-up double right there. So Excellent job by Pearl. That gets Pickens over to third. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position. Etowah got something going here, trying to cut back into that lead.
We've seen that same kind of play right there earlier in the game before the center fielder went to cut that ball off, and he stopped the ball with his glove. His body kept moving, and the ball just stayed there, so then he had to regroup. But great job there, Coach Evans at third base, too, holding Pickens. You have no out, so there's no reason to chance it, try to run into an out for the first out at home plate. And you got one of our veteran hitters here with Madden Butler coming up. He struck out his first at bat. He's got runners at second, third, no outs. Pitch low, some slider in the other batter's box, and we can tell right here Willis is not as sharp as he was.
No.
He sit for a while. It's hard to get heat, and it's cool outside. He's trying to get warmed back up, but we want to get to him before he ever gets warmed back up right here, get some runs across.
Ball 2. Good get out of there. I'll go back right quick. I was talking some scores when all the excitement happens. State's up, those of y'all listening, Mississippi State up 9-1 on Troy right now. Top of the 6th, Ole Miss down currently as that one's going to be hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to drive in 2. So Etowah with a big hit right there by Madden Butler. Gets 2 more runs on the board to cut the lead 10-4. ICC Madden Butler with a big single there. Arkansas State up 6-3 right now on Ole Miss. Top of the 5th inning, looks like. And I always like to visit just for Mr. Gore. He's having a good day right now.
Uh-oh.
The Pirates are not winning, but they're also not losing because they're not playing. And guess what? Notre Dame, same scenario. So he's having a good day because neither one of his teams are losing at this point.
This will bring up the shortstop, Reed Kent, with Butler down at first base, still no outs. Well, you know what we got coming up Saturday, Dr. Boggs?
What's that?
His Notre Dame Fighting Irish will be in action in Florida playing baseball against LSU.
Oh, it's going to be a tough one right there for the Irish coming in.
No, I don't know about that. You would think a good friend would get us 2 plane tickets. We'd fly down there and check out some of that head-on match. I know we don't have anything else. It's supposed to rain around here Saturday.
It is supposed to rain.
You would think the one that's retired.
Well, I am retired, but guess what? I do have an activity on Saturday. My wonderful wife, Dana, retired at the end of January, and we're having a retirement party for her because we're not able to with the ice storm and some sickness stuff going on. But we do have a meeting on the mound here by East Central's pitching coach. He's out to talk to Willis because, as we said, he's set for a long time. As a pitcher, you want to keep in the rhythm. You love to have the runs, but at some point you're like, I've still here for long enough. I've got to stay loose, and it's hard to stay loose. And the Indians doing what they need to do, find a way to scratch, claw, get back in this game right here. We've got the lead 10-4.
When you have a long inning like that, coaches, you're going to ask your pitcher to get up and start throwing in between innings right there, or while that inning is going on. You see that it's going to be a long inning, you ask that guy, get up, go throw. Don't know. I'm not saying that didn't happen. Is that going to be ball 2 right there? Looks like inside 2-0. But don't know that didn't happen. It may have. I wasn't paying attention, but normally that's what you do on these cool evenings.
Yeah, we had a lot of action going on. Keep eye on the bullpen during all that, or down the right field line. But, yes, Indians looking good here in the bottom of the third inning. Excuse me. And that runs the count 3-0.
Yeah, that's Kent doing a good job up there at the plate, watching 3 balls right there. Again, you may not. There is some action going on in the East Central bullpen. Best I can tell, there's somebody down there. Yeah, looks like some people are moving. They are. So don't know that what'll happen here. Don't know if they're close or not. But that's going to draw strike 1. Good eye.
Another word that we didn't have when we were kids growing up. They talk about he came off the last inning with 2 back-to-back strikeouts. It's called adrenaline dump.
Mm-hmm.
How he was so pumped up coming off the field. Sometimes you come back down to earth, it's hard to get the adrenaline going again.
Popped it up.
He's going to get an out right here, or a pop-up. Shortstop, left fielder. No, the ball falls in. Good base running by Butler. The left fielder kind of drifted over into the shortstop drifted over into left fielder's territory, and left fielder not able to hear anything here, but you could tell he must not have caught it real loud because shortstop never gave up on it.
And that's the left fielder's ball. In that situation right there, you want the guy coming in trying to catch it. If he can get to it, that's the left fielder's ball. It's a lot easier catch for him to make than the shortstop going backwards. Don't know. I'm like you. I have no idea if the call was made or not, or if someone tried to call someone off. But in that situation, had the left fielder tried to call him off, shortstop needs to get out of the way.
And as a pitcher that was hunting out, that drives you crazy right there. That can get in your head as well because he thought he had one there. Now we have Indians at first and second base. This brings up Brody Thompson.
Got a foul ball right there. Looks like he was trying to bunt? I was looking down. I'm sorry.
Brody hit a two-run home run his first at bat over the left field scoreboard. We would take a 3-1 right here. You know, and offensively, it still is a long game, but your philosophy does change of do you give up an out right here or do you see if we can swing it and swing ourselves back into the game? East Central is up. First baseman's up playing for the bunt. That'll run the count even 1-1.
I'm taking my chances here. You know, that my opinion, you got a hot bat with Brody Thompson up. He's already had a home run today. And then, of course, I mean, you're down, 10-4. And a pitcher who's also struggling some up there, not pumping it in like he was. I'm taking a gamble here. I'm not going with a bunt. I'm letting him swing.
Pitch, pop, foul. He had a good hack at that one. I think Thompson wished he had that swing back.
I guarantee it now, and that takes it to 2 strikes right there. So quickly down in the count, 1-2. Again, runners at first and second. ICC able to put 2 on the board already in this inning, but do have a runner in scoring position.
Pitch. That one's down. That's the hardest thing from our broadcast booth that people don't realize when we're broadcasting. It's hard to see the ball down for the umpire and where the catcher catches. We're blocked by the umpire and the catcher to see kind of the height. Unless it's high, we can see it, but lower ball. So that runs the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's a line shot at the shortstop.
Gonna be a double play.
Gonna be a Little Caesars double play, and I'm telling you, that's just some tough luck for the Indians right there. That ball was smoked line drive.
Smoked line drive, and Butler had to duck because it went over his head. So he basically had to duck and went right to the shortstop. Shortstop was able to snag it. Butler was far enough off second. Couldn't get back. Too late. So double play ball right there. If you're East Central, that's what you wanted. If you're Willis out there, that's what you wanted. That gets the big second out of the inning and takes the runner off scoring position for Etowama if you're an East Central fan.
That brings up Cannon Graham, second baseman. He struck out in his first at bat. Yeah, I don't think they could have ordered it up any better than that Little Caesars double play. That ball was hit hard too. So even though you're hitting a double play for Thompson, you still feel good about that bat. Once the ball leaves your barrel, there's nothing else you can do about it. It's out of your hands. And
you did well. It was good solid contact, and it's that solid contact you want. Again, it was a line shot. Had every opportunity to be hit just as much as it did to be caught. So excellent job again by making solid contact. If you're Brody Thompson, so you know you're not kicking yourself on that one.
I tell people all the time, if you don't love this game, something's wrong with you. Because you look at, we get a Blute base hit by Reed Kent that falls in, and then you hit one as hard as you can, and you're out. It's just the beauty of the game.
I don't know where that one was.
Undoubtedly, it was a ball, according to our guy behind the plate there. I agree with you. I was sitting there 2-0. I was thinking about him putting one over there on Eaton Field.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. You got Cannon Graham, like you say that, but 3-0 count. Good eye on his end, drawing more, getting more pitches, getting that pitch count up here on Willis.
He misses. That's 4 straight.
4 straight. That's what's going to drive you crazy over there if you coach Holloman, because that's not what you want on his end. You get that second out right there, big time. You're wanting him to pump it out, get this inning, get out of this inning, and that put a runner in scoring position for ICC, as well as brings up your Houston Green. So, you know, that's not what you want right there, but we'll see how they if they're able to battle out of it. Hopefully ICC is able to put together another hit here and at least get another run in.
Yes, this brings up the third baseman, Houston Green. He ground out to the third baseman his first at bat last inning, so he's up for his second time in back-to-back innings here with runners at first and second. Pitch, the ground ball to third. He's going to field it and step on third base, and that will end the inning. Your Indians do pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the third to cut the lead to 10-4. We will be headed to the top of the fourth momentarily.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. We are through 3 complete innings here with East Central Warriors and the Itawamba Indians. East Central winning 10-4 right now. As we head top of the 4th, be the cleanup hitter, number 14, Pablo Roque, the DH. That first pitch is in there for a strike from Scott Green. Pablo was grounded out unassisted to first base and was hit by a pitch in that big last inning where the Warriors put up 7 runs and sent 11 batters to the plate.
Yeah, we're going to see if those bats stay hot here this inning. Well, don't have to stay hot when you keep hitting batters right there. That's, again, gnawing at you right there. If you're Coach Lott over there, it's just gnawing at you. And I mean, there's no point in that, Coach Kirk. And that's, again, what are we doing? We're giving them runs.
We had 3 hit by pitches in the last inning, which came back to really hurt the Indians. That sent Roque down to first base. This brings up number 6, Xavier Miles, the first baseman. He popped up to first base, and he was second hit by pitch in the last inning.
I've got, if my count's correct, I got 5 hit by pitches today in this game alone, and then also a walk on top of that. So that puts 6 free passes we've given them.
Hard to give a good team those many extra bases. That's what good teams do. They look for those extra bases, and then they get the hits, take advantage of it. Indians are trying to put up that type of crooked number in the last inning, and that double play was vital. Swing and fouled off right there. That'll even count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, brought that one back in there good. It was a nice fastball that Scott brought back in there, kind of on the inner half of the plate right there. Excellent job there coming back with it. Good cut there by that was Xavier Miles, isn't it?
Xavier Miles, yes. And the pitch. Ground ball to third base. Field it.
Tough one, double play. Yep. That's a tough double play ball. That ball was not hit as sharply as you want it down the third base line to Green. Now, I'm not saying he should have fired over to first with it, but there again, that is an error, and that's a throwing error right there. It was in the dirt. And that was a tough one because no matter what, Coach Kirk, the best he was going to get out of that one was second, get the lead runner.
That's right. That's all the best he's going to get. And, yeah, it's a tough play. That's a learning moment. I know Green has played infield and outfield for the Indians this year. He's having a man third base for us and has played pretty well over there. But we've had some injuries, and we'd like to get him back in the outfield. But, yes, that just – least those extra bases we're talking about, giving extra base runners. You don't do that with good teams with walks, hits, or errors. But now we have runners at first and second. This brings up number 8, Bryson Johnson, the center fielder. He had a solo home run his first at bat, and then he had an RBI. Oh, sorry, he had a hit by pitch. He was the third one. We had 3 in a row. All 3 of these hitters were on second, first, and him in that last big 7-inning for the Warriors.
Squares the bunt, lays it down, tried to drag that one, Coach Kirk. Dragged that one down the line, catch third baseman sleeping. Not a bad little play right there. Of course, you got no outs, but just went foul.
I'm telling you, I played a lot of third base in high school and college, and that puts a lot of pressure on your third baseman right there. if you're wanting to bunt for East Central, that's where you want it. You want down third base line because you're always bunting to the lead runner. But, you got to attack that ball as third baseman, and the next thing you know, this guy just hit a missile home run. His first at bat, he's liable to turn on one. That's why it's called the hot corner.
Squared again, tried to drag it, but pulled back for ball one.
Tell you what he does have. One of the things I used to like right here is that you are trying to bunt to the third base side, but the new shift they play in college baseball, our second baseman is straight up the middle right there. You've got Madden Butler on first base by himself over here, defensively on the right side of the infield. That whole side is open.
Wide open.
Now, we say that. We watch a lot of baseball, both of us. Major League, college baseball. You see guys have wide open like that all the time for a bunt, and they're still swinging, hitting into the defense. So it's just the new age of the players we have, some of the coaching philosophy, some of just trends. We see a lot of trends in different sports and stuff. But, yeah.
Well, MLBs, they'll put those big-time shifts on out there, and it's just ridiculous sometimes. But to me, in a sense, but squares the bunt, gets it down, doesn't really drag it down third base side, went right to the pitcher. Green slipped right there. Dadgum, that's just a tough break for the Indians. He slipped, not able to get the throw over there, and I'm going to say that's an E.
Up to that, number 21, Davin Lowry.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna put it. All right, so we're going to call that area with the slip because he's feeling it, and that's going to be he's bunting for a hit, but we're going to count it as a sacrifice. There's going to be a sacrifice bunt because he did. But, yeah, we had that rain earlier today, and we've talked about it in all three games. We've seen some moisture issues, and that's another one. When he threw on the brakes, feet went out from under him. And that loads the bases for the Warriors to bring up number 21, Davin Lowry, the right fielder.
Yeah, he was trying to crank that one right there. But, again, that was back to Green, and he just lost his footing, and was, you got the play is at first right there, especially in that situation. If it comes back to you at the mound, sure, try that double play. It didn't, and, he had to run up and get it, and that's why he slipped. That's going to be ball one right there, 1-1 count. And when he slipped, just unable to make the play. The good thing that he did right there, Coach Kirk, was he ate the throw. He did not make the throw.
That's right. You hear that in coaching all the time. Don't let one error lead to two errors. So bases loaded right here. Lowry up to bat. Pitch in the dirt. Good job by Canton keeping that ball in front of him.
Yeah, got to keep it in front of you right here. Pressure's on him. Again, bases loaded. No outs here. Anything outside right there, of course, obviously we know how aggressive East Central is on the base path. We've seen it today. They're going to take advantage of it. Anything behind him, I guarantee you they're running.
Pitch. Ball's hit hard but pulled foul.
I'm going to tell you what, that's dangerous right there. I'm just seeing him wind up here with Lowry, and that pitch is up there, chest level, but it looks like it's right in your eyes. And I'm telling you, it looks like you can just swing and hit that thing for miles. And but these guys, they swing a different bat than what you see from other teams.
Nice wrinkle right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and umpire undoubtedly he called that ball up a little bit. It sure looked nice from here. Nice pitcher's pitch, a nice take there by Lowry, and I'll run the count to full. No outs. Indians hunting the first out here in the top of the 4th inning, down 10-4. Another ball, pull foul. That's what we talk about, that hot corner down there too. There, just like the previous batter, Johnson. He lays down a good bunt. He showed bunt 2 or 3 times, but man, that guy's hit some hard line drives in 2 games we've watched him today. And you come up as a third baseman on that grass, you might want to get one of those fast pitch face masks.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right, because Lowry's taking a cut right there, and he's sitting on it. Now he was able to chop that one foul. Didn't have as good of a cut on that one as he did previously. Better pitch right there by Green to force that. So again, full count. But what if you're Green right here? You're standing, your back's against the wall. You don't have a place to put him, and he's swinging a bat up there that's very hot. So this is a difficult situation.
You're exactly right. We're looking for that Little Caesars double play here for the Indians somehow, some way.
Didn't get
pitch
it.
On the corner, and
he did.
Late call there by the umpire, and that will be Renaissance Bank strikeout. Huge strikeout there for Green of Lowry. Looking at umpire kind of faked us out right there.
Yeah, I didn't. I was with with Lowry down there. I didn't think he was going to call it, but he did. Decided to ring him up. So out one now. Double play gets you out of the inning.
This will be R.B. Harden, the catcher. He's 2 for 2 so far in this game. Ground ball to short. You called it, Dr. Boggs?
Yep.
6, 4, 3, double play.
Got him.
That double play brought to you by Little Caesars, Mr. Jim Ingram's favorite place to get his pizza. I don't know about you, but I agree with him. And that is what you want. You got bases loaded. You got no outs. You got a big strikeout by Green, and then you get a pitcher's best friend. Strikeout and a double play. And the Indians, hey, carry this momentum. You know, we're still down 10-4, but we put up a 0 right there in the top of the fourth, and we will be right back with you here at Roy Crescent Field in the bottom of the fourth.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Trey Gunn.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Roy Crescent Field. The Indians just got to have a bases loaded, no out situation with a strikeout and a big runs up bank double play there, and our Little Caesars double play, and we're headed to the bottom of the fourth, and right here we have Trey Gunn.
Leads off
first pitch, and that has been what we've talked about all day. Get up, get out, and Trey Gunn coming out of Bakersfield, Mississippi with a solo home run to center field.
Here, home run by number 19, Trey Gunn.
Just going to let you listen to the chop right there for a minute, Indian fans. We do welcome our Indian fans that are out there listening, and also our friends, the Warriors from East Central, they're getting to hear. But, yes, hey, the momentum. We're talking about the momentum so far. We've scored. They got the big 7 runs in the top of the third, scored 2, had a chance to get more runs in last half inning, the bottom of the third, then put up a big 0. Willis has not been quite as sharp since that big inning his team had offensively, but we jumped on. We got a pinch hitter here.
Yeah, got a pinch hitter.
Number 6, Jack Cummings, coming in to hit for Canton in the 8-hole.
Yeah, he'll probably take his place back there behind the plate, looks like. I do not know that.
Earlier today, Jack was 0 for 1 with a walk in the first game that we had. So Gunn sets a tone right here to cut the lead to 10-5. So we cut it in half. We were down 10-2. Now we got it to 10-5.
0-2.
Let's see if we can get some more base runners. And being down in the 8-hole, we need 8-9 hitters trying to get on base for the top for the third time through against Willis.
Swung on, chopped
to
the
tough
third.
Play. No.
Safe.
That was a tough play. That's the ball that hit. That ball was almost bouncing turf grass,
That's
down that third base line.
You tinker with just letting it roll, Coach Kirk, and just seeing if you can just make that thing go foul because it's right there close. But you had the hustle by Jack Cummings going down the line. That's what's impressive there, too, is not giving up on it. Chopper to third there, and so made that play even that much more tougher for East Central. So big-time hit right there for Jack.
It sure was. And this bring up Tyler Pickens. He walked in his first at-bat, which was last inning. As we said, the Indians, we had a chance. We had bases loaded, had a chance to really push across a lot of runs last inning, or had a home run, had first and second, had a double play. Kind of slowed us down, but now the momentum's back. You got the 8-hole on first base. You got the 9-hole up to the plate, no outs. Willis is still pitching. Shows bunt. Ball gets by the catcher. Now allow Cummings to move down to second base. Now run the count to 2-0.
Yeah, that's a big time. That's a pass ball right there for East Central. Gets by the catcher, and so Jack easily able to Cummings easily able to get up to second right there and advance. You do have activity in the Warriors bullpen going on down there, so we'll see. I'm sure if something does not become favorable here with our number 9 hitter Tyler Pickens, you may see him go to the bullpen.
And that pitch is in there for the first strike against Pickens. That runs the count to 2-1. Yes, and as I mentioned, Jacob Pearl, our leadoff hitter, is on deck, and he's already faced Willis twice and is 2 for 2, single and a double. So you could see some action coming out of the bullpen for the Warriors. Pitch. Willis back to painting that outside corner with a good fastball. That runs the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. Like you said, he placed it very well, hit his spots. That's what you're asking a pitcher to do. No outs, runners in score, a runner in scoring position.
And the payoff pitch is low in the dirt. He does not go for it. Pickens runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Couldn't get him to chase that one. Again, like you say, full count. So Pickens doing a good job up there waiting and being patient to ensure that, he's cutting at one that's going to be in the strike zone.
And the 3-2 pitch. Fastball's fouled off. We'll do it again. Willis came in. He's had 8 innings pitched, and this is his 4th appearance. So you would think this is probably by far his longest outing of the season, too. Starting to get, a few more games. This is their 11th game of the season for the Warriors, to start getting those pitch counts up. They've thrown 19 pitchers already in this season.
19 pitchers.
It's a curveball and it's pulled foul. Got a battle going on between Willis and Pickens right here.
Yeah, Pickens out in front of that a little bit there. Of course, just trying to put the ball in play, and that's all you're trying to do if you're Tyler Pickens, but did a great job of getting a piece of that, fouling that thing off third base, getting another shot at it here to try to drive in this run that Jack Cummings out there at second base.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Willis sets and fires. Fastball pops straight up, headed back to the grandstands.
This is what you call, and we always termed it a quality at bat because what you're doing is you're seeing a lot of pitches. You're frustrating Willis in a sense if you're out there, if you're Tyler Pickens, because you're fouling a lot of these pitches back. And so no matter what, it can end up being a quality at bat right here just due to the number of pitches that you've also seen Willis throw.
Willis set. And the pitch, foul back again.
Great job. I mean, I can say great job by Pickens right here. And of course, a lot of times when you have these situations, these hitters are just fouling one back, fouling it off, chopping it off here, chopping it off there. They end up straightening that thing out. They get that pitch because, again, it frustrates them enough, and they get that big hit.
And we'll do it again. That ball's going to stay. Oh, late call.
Bring him up.
He did. I thought that breaking ball stayed back inside, but Pickens is one of those hitters. He does get up on the plate some, but, yes, late call. That's a big strikeout there for Willis. And, yeah, Coach Holloman is headed to the bullpen. Looks like we're going to have a Tupelo Coca-Cola Balling Works pitchers change, and we'll be right back with you to let you know what the change will be.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guarantee Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Jacob Pearl.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning here with a good baseball game between East Central Warriors and your Etowamba Indians. We have the top of the lineup coming up with Jacob Pearl. This will be his third at bat. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a double so far in this game, and he's going to face a new pitcher, number 2, Landon Moore, left-hander coming in and out of the bullpen for the Warriors. Dr. Boggs, do you have any stats here on Landon Moore?
I don't. I do now, though. Landon coming in, like you say, a big lefty out there as that pitch is going to be in the turf, ball one right there, 1-1 count. Landon coming in, 6'1", sophomore out of New Hope High School. Good baseball school there, but Landon comes in, looks like he has had 4 appearances on the year. Does have 4 1/3 inning pitch, does giving up 6 hits, 4 runs, and 2 walks and 3 Ks.
And he's paying it a fastball on the outside corner. That'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, got lefty-lefty matchup right here. So they have one Landon replace the other Landon.
One Landon replace the others, and
through different hands.
Rightfully so, though. You're bringing left on here with Pearl, who's been a hot hitter for ICC with two hits on the day, a single and a double. And they're going to ring him up right there.
He painted an outside fastball and came back with a hook right there, and that is another Renaissance Bank strikeout. That's back-to-back strikeouts. The Indians got a runner at second base in Cummings, and that brings up Madden Butler, number 17, your first baseman. He struck out looking and then had a 2 RBI single his last at bat. He's facing lefty for the first time in Moore.
Ball 1 right there. That was outside, good eye by Butler. There again, runner in scoring position for Etowamba. They'd love to get another run in. They've already cut this lead in half with a run in on this inning. It's 10-5. That one comes back in to hit Butler, so he's gonna get a free pass.
I'm gonna tell you about both these teams. I don't know what everybody else is doing in MACCC so far, and I'll throw Delta in there too. None of these 3 teams get out of the way. They are all getting hit by pitches, and that is part of their hitting coaches are just standing in there and just a badge of honor or reward, whatever it is, to get all these hit by pitches we're seeing.
Yeah, and you talk to roll that shoulder. That's what we always talk. Roll that front shoulder when you see that pitch right there, and hopefully you can get nicked enough where you can at least get on base. And right now they're taking some hits, so it's going to be ball 1-0, and again that's going to be Reed Kent.
Yep, the shortstop for the Indians grounded back to the pitcher's first at bat, and he had a bloop single last inning right over the shortstop that fell in with the shortstop left fielder. He got lefty. It's a pop up. Third baseman's drifting over towards the coach's box. He falls backwards and makes the catch. I got blocked by the pole when he started drifting backwards. Good job there by Landon Moore for East Central to come in and close the door on potential big inning, but your Indians do get 1 run to even the score up here. So through 4 innings, we have a score of 10-5, and we'll be right back with the top of the 5th.
ICC fan.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of, planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled me over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to the top of the fifth inning right here. Indians trailing 10-5 with East Central. Will be at the bottom of the order. It's hard to say you're at the bottom of the order. With number 1, Ryan Nelson, coming up the shortstop for East Central, and we just found out he's signed with Oklahoma.
He's first pitch swinging there, 0-1. Yeah, Paul Nixon, athletic director from East Central, did shoot me a text and gave me some good information there, but said that he'll be playing for the Sooners next year. So that ball's out right there, 1-1 count. So we knew he's had a hot bat.
I can say he's the best. He batted lead off and hit 4 barrels in the first game and got moved down here in the lineup. Don't know what the reason was that for, but you never doubt a coach with 500-plus wins either.
That's
Coach Holloman, he's a veteran. He's got a reason for it. But let me tell you, the Sooners getting a good one from what I've seen today.
Got strike 2 right there. Got him looking on that breaking pitch right there, 1-2. Couldn't get him to chase.
The Indians have a new pitcher in the game. It'd be number 4, Brody Thompson. He's a DH for your Indians. Is coming in kind of like an Ohtani rule. Got a little sidewinder, got a foul ball. It's going to be hit over the bullpen, and that will keep the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
Yeah, Brody coming in, got 2 appearances on the year. Does have a inning and a 2/3 pitch. He's been up 4 hits, 3 runs on that. Got a walk and 2 Ks in that. And he also has a different arm angle, Coach Kirk, than what he's been seeing. And he kind of came over the top right there with that one. But he drops that thing down too, so it looks like he goes multiple arm angles.
He fooled me on that. I was looking for the sidewinder, like you said, and I thought he dotted that outside corner, but the count's full. And he goes back, and Nelson fights that one off his ankle right there. But yeah, those stats are brought to you by Samstown Market and Manatee.
If you can mix that arm angle up right there, that can do some funky things to the ball right there, as well as to the hitter at the plate. So. That's an advantage right there, and that's what Brody Thompson's bringing currently right now at the mound.
3-2 pitch, fastball inside, strike out.
Got him.
Big runs up, big strikeout there for Brody Thompson. That will be the first out in the 5th inning, and that will go back to the top of the lineup for the Warriors. And number 4, Jacob Wooten, the second baseman. He had a hard line to open up the game on the first pitch to left field, popped up the first baseman and walked to the last at bat. But give kudos to number 8, Scott Green, who just would close the book now on him being a relief pitcher for the Indians. He went 1 2/3, only gave up 2 hits, 1 run, and it was not earned with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And give the Indians a chance to get some runs and get back and get some momentum in this game. And here Brody Thompson comes out firing with 2 strikes himself.
Yeah, kind of got them fooled right now a little bit. Again, looking at kind of a different look than what they've seen, as mentioned. And so right now, the hitters are up there. They're seeing the different arm angles, and they're seeing the different pitches, and it's kind of got them fooled.
0-2 pitch. A little pop. He He popped that mid on that, but it's a little outside, so I'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Indians looking to put up another 0 and get back in there and swing the bats again. Little sweeper outside. It always tickles me when you see the umpire's head shake.
Yeah.
So he's saying it's not a swing, but we appealed it down to first base, and he did what he's supposed to. If you're asked to appeal, he did. Hard ground ball, hit to third baseman Green, fields it, long throw across. Beautiful play right there by Houston Green.
Yeah, good backhand. He hit down the line again right there, so struck very well right there. And like I say, hit it down the line, but fielded and backhanded there by Green, able to throw it across the field right there, across that infield, and get the big out right there, second out of the inning.
That's 2 up, 2 down for Thompson coming in, and then he throws I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
You don't want to see it again, but the hittable is about a 55-foot pitch that somehow missed the batter because it bounced and went behind him. Everybody in their careers had one of those guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you're not trying to not throw a ball completely straight down the middle for a hitter to kill it, you're going to have something on it, and that ball slipped out of his hand. We talk about some moisture or whatever, but, yeah, he kind of spiked it. That'll run the count 2-0 here. This will be Hickman batting. Ground ball up the middle. Graham comes over, and it bounces up off. It looked like it might have took a bad, tough last hop right there, Dr. Boggs. What were you able to see on that one?
He was trying to charge that ball. He was playing in a different position. He was trying to charge it, and, again, for the second baseman, when you're trying to charge it and you got that kind of hit up the middle and you got that left-handed glove right there, you're trying to come up. It's harder to get that glove out in front, but I'm still going to give that an E4.
E4, and we'll hit – this will be Jackson White, the left fielder, batting in the 3-hole. That puts a base runner on for the Warriors with Hickman down at first base. We have a pick. He's back in there.
Yeah, Jackson White, as you mentioned, he, like you say, he did strike out his last at bat.
Just don't want to keep giving those extra runners here. Line drive up the middle. Graham knocks it down, and he's not able to get it. He's
back-to-back E4s right there. He knocked it down again, like you said, but that play could have been on that simply because you had the runner going to second. You needed one more out. All you needed, didn't have to do a double play right there. All you needed to do was just get it down enough, if not catch it in there, but get it down enough where you could just get that simple out at second. So, again, I'm not the official scorekeeper by any stretch. That's Adam Gore.
Unofficially, we have that being the 6th area. And then that brings up Roke, and he is standing here watching. He has blasted one to center field, folks, and that is going to be a 3-run home run for the Warriors to extend their lead out to 13-5.
That right there, that's simply put what happens. Again, we talk, you talk baseball. And of course he's going to do a little something out there. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything. You get walks. If you have walks, give free passes, what's going to happen? Something like that. That's not what happened here. But what we do, had back-to-back errors defensively, then that gets that big 3-run bomb right there. Now they've stretched the lead back out to 13-5. So 2 outs in a 2-out situation.
You're exactly right. Some reason that we're just going to have to find a way here for the Indians this season as we're going along to find a way to get that 3rd out of innings. We've seen it for us offensively to be able to have some 2-out rallies, but we've got to change mindset, whatever we're going to do. And I know Coach Locke, Coach Evans, they're going to hit it hard tomorrow in practice and find a way to get off the field, because I believe the Indians had all the momentum heading into those 2 errors in the blast right there. We put up 0s. We've been scoring. We'd outscored them since they had a big 7-run inning in the top of the 3rd and put up 3 runs since then. But, man, that blast really hurts.
Hadn't got away from Thompson right there. You got Xavier Miles up, but who now 1-2 count, kind of waved through a couple of the first 2, but there was no waving on that pitch. That kind of got away from Thompson. Again, definitely could be because of the moisture. Not that one gets away from him, too. That's going to be a free pass as well. That's going to be another hit by pitch tonight.
You know that the 0-2 pitch is called hit by a bull. Hit the bull from the movie and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like to throw one of them as a warm-up pitch.
That's what you get.
Because I didn't throw real hard, but I want to think I was going to be wild.
That's right.
And I usually was wild anyway,
yeah,
but
it.
effectively wild. Try to get in their head, at least think, don't dig in here. But it looks like we're going to have a change here. Going to be a Tupelo Cocoa Baldwin Work pinch hitter coming up.
Well, that was the 6th hit by pitch tonight, but I think that's going to be the 7th free pass. Now, when I say free pass, that's including the the walk, but 6 hit by pitches. Oh, never mind. Somebody was talking to me, and I don't know who it was. I was dreaming that up. I had no idea.
You're right. 6 hit by pitches, but we also had 6 errors.
All right, somebody's trying to confuse me over
I told our producer he needs a headset.
Adam Gore over here trying to help us.
How does the voice of the Indians not be voicing anything?
I don't know. He's not. Well, he's trying to he's signing to me and you, but he's got the best voice.
He knew we grew up in the 90s, and there's no telling what's going to come out of our mouths, especially in games that get extended like this.
He knows that from you and I. But
he chose this poison.
He did. 6 arrows as well as 6 hit by pitches. So that's on the Indians right there. As well as, but that's, again, 6 hit by pitches, but there's also a walk that you throw in there for 7 free passes, as that's going to be ball 1 to Bryson Johnson. Is that correct?
This is going to be a pinch hitter. It's actually going to be the guy who pitched the last game for him, Brant Mawlawson.
Okay.
He's from Baton Rouge, and he is a dual player. He's one of I think I counted out of those 19 pitchers, 5 or 6 of them are dual players that actually play a position as well, but he is hitting here for Johnson. This will be his first at bat of the day. Lefty. Thompson had a fast start right there, getting those first 2 outs of this inning with a strikeout and ground out, and has had trouble. Defense guy, just didn't back him up there. Gave up a 3-run home run, hit, and then he got 0-2 count, got a hit by pitch, and now we have another walk. So we have runners at first and second. This will bring up Davin Lowry. He's got hit by pitch, a walk, and a strikeout looking last inning. So Indians need someone to stop the bleeding right here and find a way to get out of the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs, no count. Lowry steps in, and he drives one to the left center gap. That ball is carrying. Outfitters look up, and that's going to be – is that an instant replay? That's a home run left field for Lowry. That's a 3 RBIs, but they've hit 3 RBI home runs in this inning, Dr. Boggs, and almost
with 2 outs, I think, didn't
with 2 outs and 2 free base runners in front, and then the guy does what he's supposed to do. He punished the ball, and that is what you call a Weaver, 3-run home run. Earl Weaver, Baltimore Orioles. You get them on and hit the 3-run homers, and those, solo home runs don't hurt you, but these walks, hit by pitch errors is what's leading to that crooked number we see. That's a 6th run for the Indians here in the top of the 5th inning, and we had 2 outs with nobody on base. That's what hurts right there.
Yeah, got a mound visit here.
Got a mound visit, and we will be right back to you here at Roy Crescent Field.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. And the real thing. I like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled me over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still in the top of the fifth inning here. The Warriors have 6 runs. We have a new pitcher. First pitch is a bloop single out into right field. The pitcher for the Indians is Noah Robinson. He was facing number 20, R.B. Harden, the catcher, and he gets a single. They don't have to hit them hard, Dr. Boggs.
No, they're just following up and just picking back up where they were, and they swing a good bat, as we said. So he just fought that pitch off. R.B. Harden did. Fought that pitch off and hit it out in right field there, dropped it over the second baseman's head. It looks like you're going to have a little conversation, or they're going to have a pinch hitter. They're going to have a pinch hitter here for Ryan Nelson. I don't think he wasn't looking at – he was not looking at it. I could tell his body reaction when he found out he was fixing to get pinch hit for. He's like, man, I'm having such a good day, minus that last at bat. You know, you wouldn't think, hey, the guys who've got 1K on the day, but he's hit everything else that's thrown up there, you know, you're going to pull him out. But time for somebody else to come in, and we're going to see who that is.
I'm going to say Mr. Nelson will never strike out the rest of the year after that.
Not.
No, we know what veteran coach is doing right here, Coach Holloman. He's getting some of his guys some at-bats right here with 11-run lead, and he needs to, you know, early in the season, because you never know, heaven forbid Mr. Nelson gets hurt or anything happens, and he's not able to play. You got to get some of these other guys some experience and stuff. But, yes, do you have any stats here on Noah Robinson pitching for the Indians?
I do. Those I do have. Noah Robinson has looks like one appearance on the year, and does have 1 inning pitched. Looks like it was a gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 K, 1's all the way around right there.
And he is facing number 9 here for the Warriors. That's Caden Padgett.
Yes.
Left-handed hitting the infielder. Batting for Nelson in the 9-hole.
Well, you know, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it, you know, and that's Ryan's feeling it, and this one's driven out to left field and made a play on it out there. Tyler Pickens did get that big third out of the inning, and that's going to end the 5th there with the bleeding happening there with 6 runs that were put on the board, Coach.
6 runs, yeah. They sent 10 batters. That's the second time in this game. Those crooked numbers we see up there, the 7 and the 6, that's where you got to find a way. I mean, the Warriors had 2 Renaissance Bank home runs. Brody Thompson was throwing well there in the top of the 5th and gave up 6 runs, and none of them were earned. And that's hard to come back from. But we were going to find a way for the Indians to try to rally here in the bottom 5th. We'll be back with you shortly.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Roy Crescent Field here on beautiful Itawamba Community College campus. You're in the ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth with one Andy Kirk and Dr. Brad Boggs, and we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. ICC trailing the Warriors 16-5. We have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Bryson Jackson coming in to hit for your Indians. And he's still facing Landon Moore, who's out for his second inning for the Warriors.
Yeah, Jackson, I'm pretty sure when Brody Thompson got pulled out on the mound, obviously had to replace. So Bryson Jackson coming in with a .313 batting average as this ball one. Has have 6 games he's played on the year. Does have 16 at bats. And looks like he's got 5 hits coming in today, one of those being a double.
Yeah, Jackson's one of our top returning hitters. Caught for us. He's DH for us this year. He's getting that bat right here against the left-hander.
Big swooping lefty curve right there, trying to break back in there, unable to do so. 2-1.
Pitch outside to run the count 3-1. As we mentioned, that inning, Wilson coming back after the 7 runs scored by his offense. You got Moore here. His offense got him 6 runs. He sit for a while that inning. Foul 3-1. Good swing. Foul straight back.
Yeah, 3-2 count. Runs it to full as mentioned. And so, if you're Landon Moore here, you're looking to, continue what they've been doing, shut down the Indians if possible. Indians need to put some more runs on the board, and that's the way to do it right there by taking that ball forward right there, getting the run on the base. But that's where, too, if you're East Central over here, you're like, man, that's I'm gnashing my teeth if I'm the coach because you don't put runners on board, and you sure don't put the leadoff guy on.
That's right. You want to pound that strike zone right here, and this will bring up number 7, Cannon Graham, the second baseman for your Indians. So it'll be a lefty-on-lefty matchup. We'll have Bryson Jackson down at first base. Graham struck out and has walked so far in this game. First pitch low in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Jackson does a good job. Turf ball read,
and what that also does is that takes away the double play. So that's big for Etowamba. Does also moves a runner in scoring position, but big for Etowamba that takes out the double play. East Central again. If I'm over there, I'm gnashing my teeth. I know it's early in the season. I know that, but that's just part of those things that you don't want to be doing and giving away these 3 things because that free things here right here, but that's ball 2 right there. And don't know that will last much longer if this continues.
A lot of coaching moments in this game so far. Yes, early in the season for both of these teams. Of Indians, how to get off the field when you got 2 outs. And then here, Warriors, how to come back after you had a big inning offensively and pitch those strikes and just pound the zone. So I know both coaches are taking notes. A lot of learning because we know crunch time. This is what we call the pre-conference season. Mm-hmm. We'll be getting into conference season before we know it. Learning your team, figuring out who you can put out there when it gets to be conference season. That runs a count 3-1 to Graham.
Yeah, 3-0 count there, and they're clearly taken there, Graham, on that 3-0 count, so runs it to 3-1. It's got to be perfect right here. Was perfect for him, so he's swinging there, and it takes the count to full.
Be interested to see what Moore goes right here. It seems like he's got his fastball command back after those 2 pitches. Counts 3-2. Lefty-lefty matchup. Another fastball, ground ball to the second baseman. He moves up the middle, fields it, and throws across.
And that gets the runner over. So in technicality, what did Graham do? He did his job. He got the runner over to third, so it moved the runner up, and now there's only 1 out. So, that walk there again, coming back to haunt East Central. Hasn't put a run on the board at this point, but it's coming back to haunt them, and that's going to bring a mound visit, and that's probably going to be the last of Landon Moore.
You're probably right, and we will find out. We've got Coach Holloman's on the mound. Yep, he's giving the ball away, and we will be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning to let you know the changes.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning right here. The Indians have a runner at third base. Houston Green up to bat with a new pitcher. Check swing back to the pitcher.
Good job.
Throws it across. One pitch, one out. That's what you want coming out of the bullpen.
Not only that, Coach Kirk, but you see he fielded the ball, and then what did he do? He stopped, looked the runner back to third. Runner could have taken off. He could have ignored him because, in all technicality, if you're East Central, that run means nothing to you right now. But he looked him back over, and that still kept this an 11-run lead. So that was huge right there, and that was a big play out there by Toby Thornhill, in my opinion.
It sure was, and that is your pitching change there. Your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works pitching change is Toby Thornhill. He didn't give us time to call out his name.
Didn't give us time, and again, that was that oopsie swing that kind of did it. But like you say, it's going to bring up
Trey Gunn to the plate for us.
Thank you.
Gunn hit a home run. Struck out his first at bat, but hit a hard line drive home run over the center field wall, and he just got stuck with another hit by pitch. Trey does not get out of the way, I can tell you that. That's several hit by pitches by him this year. He trots on down to first base. We still have a runner, Bryson Jackson at third base.
Number 6, Jack.
Bragging on Toby Thornhill, and then you don't want that right there. Put another runner on, but now you've got you got to play at second or you got to play at first here to get the out, to get you out of the end of 2 outs here. Again, East Central not real concerned about Jackson here at third. They're more worried about the runner at first, and especially the guy at home plate right now. And we're going to see what Itawamba does, if anything, on the first and third situation.
This will bring up Jack Cumming to the plate. Jack had a little dribbler base hit down third baseline his last at bat. 2 outs. Indians looking to extend the lead and extend the game. We're in the bottom of the fifth, so it's 10-run rule.
That's right. So that was ball one right there. Good eye by Jack, but you're exactly right, and that's the reason why I keep referring to that runner at third, them not being really concerned about him. That's strike one, 1-1 count. But putting that, walking that other guy, again, if you're Coach Holloman, you're when they walked and hit by pitch there, Trey Gunn, you're like, nah, you just don't do that.
That's exactly right, because he's a run that can extend the game right here. Indians trying to find any base runners they can.
Yeah, good job back there behind the plate. That was R.B. Harden for East Central. Blocked it up, kept the ball out in front of him. That was in the turf, 2-1 count, but the runner stayed at first. Trey Gunn kept him over there and was not able to advance to second. Swing and a miss.
That runs the count even. You got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Indians trailing East Central 16-5. Pickens on deck. And the pitch. Fastballs, loop down the right field line, is going to tail off and get into the turf for a foul ball.
That one drops out foul, so still stays the same count, 2-2. Got 2 outs here. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning here. So, again, ICC backs against the wall.
And we'll do it again here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thornhill.
Yep. Rang him.
He got that slider backed up. It came back inside on Cummings, and that's going to be a Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the game.
Yeah, that's going to end it out right there. Again, 10-run rule in effect. No, it's not.
We're going to play defense, guys. We will head to the top of the 6th. We'll figure it out, and we will let you know as soon as we get back here on your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works matchup. Right back.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it. A Coke Zero and
Okay.
a smile.
We're Coke brand managers. Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the mix-up we had there. This is a 9-inning game, so the run rule is you have to play 7 innings to have a 10-run rule. So good for the Indians. They have a chance to score some runs, get back in this thing. You got more outs to play with. Here, going into the top of the 6th inning, we'll be at the leadoff batter for the Warriors, be Jacob Wooten. Wooten has 0 for 3 with a walk so far in this game.
And we still have, looks like Noah Robinson's on the mound still for the Indians, coming back in, and that's
the Warriors are batted around twice in this game. It's got my score sheet a little messed up here.
like Cummings kind of took a little something off the, I don't know, probably off the shin or something there, or off of some part of his body there, and the umpire doing a good job walking that ball out to the mound and giving Cummings a little time to kind of get back there and kind of rub that thing off a little bit, and just kind of take a deep breath.
Hey, it takes Warriors to get back out there. Be a catcher, put on that gear and stuff. But line drive, center field. Gunn's got to beat on it. Oh, it's going to fall before it gets to him, and that's going to be a good line drive base hit for Wooten. That'll start out the inning right here for the Warriors. He'll be at first base with Hickman coming up, the third baseman. Hickman's got a double, home run, sac fly, and grounded out his last at-bat to second base. So a good day so far for Hickman.
Definitely. And what you want here, too, you don't want, if you're Etowamba, any more runs on the board. I mean, so no outs. That's a, leadoff single right there. And, of course, that's what you want if you're East Central, but you sure don't want it if you're Etowamba. But, again, got to find a way to get these outs here, as that's going to be another hit by pitch.
And I believe that will be number 7 on the night for the ICC pitching staff.
So Hickman gets hit by a pitch. It's going to bring up Jackson White here. But, now you got runners at first and second. Definitely another one in scoring position here. And no outs, again, in the top of the 6th inning.
We'll have a pinch hitter here for the Warriors. Be number 28 for East Central coming into the game. That is Sawyer Bates. We saw Sawyer in the first game batting. He's a left-handed batter here. The runners at first and second. Trying to get my score.
So it's going to be 1-0.
Scorecard changed around here.
Yeah, first pitch ball right there, 1-0 count. Again, runners at first and second here. East Central 16-5 lead, 12 hits on the night for them, 7 hits for Etowamba. The big number up there that stands out too is the errors, which we know ICC has had. Looks like I think ICC's had about 6 errors, I think is what we said earlier in the game. So that hurts defensively. That's a 2-0 count. You can't. I mean, we've said it. The gnashing of the teeth. Now, granted, hit by pitch. Now you're back in. You're getting deep in the count here, 2-0. make that 3-0, and we can't keep diving off into that world, Coach Kirk. That's just going to continue to make that scoreboard out there definitely not favorable for the Indians.
You're exactly right. Bates was 1 for 3 with a walk in the first game for the Warriors. This is first at bat here in their second game of the day.
Lost him 4 straight pitches.
That ball was a little bit high. Yes, and that will load the bases for the Warriors.
No outs, bases loaded. And again, this guy's not one you want up because he last at bat hit one over the fence for a 3-run home run, and that's going to bring out Coach Lott, and looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
Yes, last inning we had a chance to get off the field with no runs scored and a couple errors, and Roque came up and hit a 3-run homer over the center field fence. And we will have the changes for you just as soon as we get back here on Let's Go ICC TV.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Roy Crescent Field. We have a pitching change. That will be a Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works pitching change. Our new pitcher for the Indians will be number 34, Hayden Smith. He comes into a pickle with the bases loaded for the Warriors. He's facing the cleanup hitter, Pablo Roque. Last at bat for Roque, he hit a 3-run homer over the center field wall.
Smith comes in. He does have 1 appearance on the year. He pitched 1 1/3 innings. Does have 1 K.
Those stats are brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee.
That's quickly ball 2. Nowhere to put Roque. And so no outs. And
pitch hit straight up center field. Gunn's got a beat on it. He's getting behind it. All the runners are tagging. Oh, a little fake catch right there.
Yeah, kept the runner at second, so no chance. As deep as that ball was out in center field, no chance you're going to get the runner out at home. So what do? They try to keep the runner at bay at second. Good play right there defensively by the Indians. No point in throwing it all the way through to home. Make sure you keep that runner at bay at second. Excellent job there by Trey Gunn and the defensive staff. Now, it does get a run in, though, Coach Kirk, so it does get the lead to 17-5. So Roque also did his job.
Yes, and that sac fly is brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. Thank them for being one of our sponsors. So that pushes the lead to 17-5, as you mentioned, Dr. Boggs, and we have Xavier Miles up to the plate now. Xavier is 0 for 2, but he's had 2 hit by pitches, big hit by pitches in this game. He stood in on. He's playing first base for the Warriors.
Yeah, 1-1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike right there now. And of course, there is a 1 runner in scoring position for East Central for the Warriors. Runner at second. But the double play ball is in play here, where the Indians could, if they get that double play ball, get out of the inning, as that one's going to go foul. Turned on that pitch. You got the big part of the bat out there out in front, but just way too much and foul. So that's 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Warriors doing a good job picking up another insurance run. That run's brought to you by Itawamba County State Farm agent Brandon Poland.
Got him.
Nice pitch by Smith.
Nope. Tipped.
Oh, he put a fist up. That's going to be a strikeout. He said the catcher grabbed it. Now he's going to ask his. No, I don't understand. If you got if we have a three-man crew, you're probably going to get help from a guy down first or third base. But it's hard being straight on to see if that ball bounced or not. He's just going to go with whatever call he's got behind home plate, I would think.
I'm with you on
that,
I do
Coach. Not know from our angle if we caught the ball or not, but it's going to be hard. He threw a hand up, so we're going to have a foul ball. So I was totally wrong.
Well, I'm with you. I'm on board with you. When you got that guy down with, like I say, a 3-man crew, and we talked about this the other night, but a 3-man crew, much easier to see that guy out there who's shaded on the shortstop side of the pitching mound there. It's harder for him to see.
And then
they're going to pay for it right there.
Line shot. Good job. Now, I want to tell you one thing that is going on. So that will retire Miles, but that was a hard line drive, center field. That umpire in the field, I don't talk about umpires very much, but in my scrimmage days with us in softball field and baseball and stuff, I've stood behind the mound several times to cause balls and strikes. So I'm not getting behind the catcher, but I know he's really close to not have a glove on and not have any equipment on.
I'm with you.
You don't see umpires. Usually they're back towards the cutback a little bit more there. He's right on top of the pitcher. I'm not sure that's where exactly the play's supposed to be.
He turned on that one.
That is Lawson, right fielder Pearl's got a beat on it. That ball did not carry. Thought it was hit better than that, but we will take the out. That will be the 3rd out of the inning there for the Indians. They run down 3 balls in the outfield, but the Warriors do scratch one across in the top of the 6th to run the count to 17-5. We will have our Indians coming to battle here in the bottom of 6th, and we'll be right back on Let's Go ICC TV.
Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Warriors of East Central leading your Itawamba Indians 17-5. We have Tyler Pickens, the left fielder, who has a walk and a strikeout so far in the game, coming up for his 3rd at bat here in the bottom of the 6th. He is facing Toby Thornhill for the Warriors. First pitch is outside. Dr. Boggs got a few events coming on up here on campus, so we always say campus is busy time. There's not a busier junior college campus in America. We got beauty pageant tomorrow night on campus. Won't be streamed, but it will be live. Hit by pitch there on it's just what the Indians ordered. trying to find a way to get base runners to cut into this lead here against Thornhill and the Warriors. This will bring up Jacob Pearl for his 4th at bat.
Yeah, and of course, like you say, they got softball. This week you've got basketball. We're still in basketball season. Men and women both having a great season. They play Thursday night in the Davis Event Center. Playing Delta.
I was telling Gore earlier, Dr. Boggs, last night our basketball teams went to Decatur, played East Central. Today we're playing Delta and East Central in baseball. Well, Thursday night our basketball teams plays Mississippi Delta. So this is our Delta East Central week.
Definitely is, and
round ball
Pearl
first
turns
base.
on that one. First base is going to get it. Going to have the got in with the slide.
Yep.
So excellent job.
Yep.
Couldn't get the double play there, but took the out at first at fielder's choice.
Yeah, good play by the first baseman there, and yeah, boy, after he stepped on first, it was going to have to be a tag play down at second base, and Pickens just fast enough to beat the throw there. This will bring up Madden Butler, the first baseman for the Indians. He is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single and got hit in his last at bat. 1 out for the Indians. Pickens at second base. Butler at the plate. Thornhill on the mound. Drive to right field, right at the right fielder. Didn't even have to move. He catches it. Pickens does not have time to tag up, and that ball's hit so hard now a lot could go on, and you sure don't want to make the third out at third base there.
No, like you say, that one was hit so hard it was hit on the line right after right fielder. Like you say, didn't have to move. And so it's a big out right there, and no chance for Pickens to even tag. It's 2 outs in the inning right there. Runner in scoring position, but that does bring up Reed Kent.
Yes, Reed Kent. He is 1 for 3 on the day. One of our better hitters right here, facing Thornhill. Runner at second base, needed 2 out magic. Pickens dancing off the bag.
Hit him.
And he's the only one to get back and got hit, and the ball gets loose into right center field, and he advances to third base.
If you're not on the same page right there, and that's where you're going to make errors, and again, you've talked about them, coaching moments, plenty on both sides, even though the score is what it is. But that's a coaching moment right there for East Central. There was no point, Coach Kirk, in him throwing that ball down. You got a 17-5 lead. You have a runner at second, but that's an error on the catcher, and you threw that ball down there just because you had a big enough lead. No point when you have a 17-5 lead. You've been out there coaching before, and that's just you gnash your teeth.
Now you know I have that hole in my hair on the top and all this gray hair that I do have. Yes, that is the E2 allows Pickens to move up. But you know those catchers, they like to show off their arms. It doesn't matter the score.
Doesn't matter the score, does it? Yeah. I mean, but now the runner's at third. Great for Etowamba, but not for East Central. 2 outs here, 1-1 count.
Now he's going to have to work back there. Pitch inside, fouled off by Kent. They'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. But, yes, puts a little more pressure on the catcher on his end because now he's got to block up this ball to keep Pickens from scoring from third base. Talking about all the events we do have coming on campus, please check out Let's Go ICC. Any of our website, social media sites for times and what all those different channels they're going to be on for the TV part of the website. Get some baseball, softball, basketball. We got tennis going on campus today. Beauty pageant.
2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here.
Bryson Jackson on deck for his second at bat. Pitch up and away, runs the ball to the full count here. Good battle between Thornhill and Kent. Kent trying to pick up another RBI on the season.
ICC just trying to find a way to scratch something across the plate if they possibly can. Swung on right there. Kent puts a charge into it, but no, that's going to be foul out there. Definitely foul left side there, out in left field on the left, out in foul territory. So unable to do anything with that. Straighten that thing out, though, Coach Kirk, and may have a good hit, and that gets a run in.
I'm thinking the good Lord that Coach Evans and Pickens both wearing helmets down there on that third base line. How hard that ball was hit. Curveball right back at the pitcher. Took it off the backside, knocked it down, stepped, takes his time, and makes the throw to first base. That's excellent just called ball right there. Yeah. That is ball. He had to follow through. Not one of the things kind of back when we were being brought up on throw, pitchers you pitch and, get ready to field the ball. Now they kind of follow through a little bit more, and that ball caught him backside. He didn't rush, got to the ball, made the out. Indians had a chance to, cut in the lead, did not there, but we will head to the top of the 7th with the Warriors leading 17-5. We'll be right back on ICC Sports Network.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars pizza deal. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
We all get pizza.
For a limited time, get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no other, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guarantee Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the 7th inning here at Roy Crescent Field. The Warriors up to bat. We have Davin Lowry, the right fielder, hit a big 3-run home run his last at bat, and he's leading off here in the 7th. Facing Hayden Smith for your Indians. Count goes to 2-0.
Got to throw strikes. I mean, deadgum, you're already down 17-5, and so nothing else. You don't need any more help. So throw strikes, and that's what he did, and he put it in there, and you get behind in the count, and then you got to throw one down the middle like that. Coach Kirk, what does it do? Provides a stand-up double for East Central. Here they are starting out the top of the 7th inning with a stand-up double. Good piece of hitting, good eye right there on the part, though, of East Central and Lowry. Just not a great approach by Itawamba.
You're exactly right. That ball was smoked down that third base line. We're going to have a pinch hitter here for Harden, the catcher. It'll be number 32 for East Central, who is Caden Peoples. Peoples came in to pitch hit in the first game. And my pen is run out of ink, Dr. Boggs. Imagine that. And it's red. That must be from, I wish my teachers back in the days pens would have run out of red ink.
They used the red. I saw a lot of that. Strike one right there, called on Peoples, as you mentioned. So quickly 0-1 count now. East Central's got a runner in scoring position at second. And no outs here.
Peoples struck out in his only at bat in game 1. Almost went fishing for that offering from Hayden Smith. That runs the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. So you see some of the coaches working in some of the other players, getting some at bats, somebody to show out because they both have games later this weekend or this week. Pitch. That's a strike, and it's fouled off towards the Indians' dugout over there. That would make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still got a decent crowd out here. Wind stopped blowing a little bit, or we don't feel it. I guess the flag's still moving. Might be cold on those people.
I'm gonna tell you,
but it's a south wind.
Still got a breeze blowing out there, but luckily we're indoors here in the press box. As that's going to be down in the turf right there. Good block by Cummings. Keep it in front because you had that runner. Still got a runner at second there. Don't want him to get to third if possible, but 2-2 count here.
People's ball's up. Now run count to 3-2.
3-2 count, full. So 17-5 game here. There's action out there in the Indians bullpen.
Gore's doing stuff he'll never get to do when he's talking. He's waving at people in the crowd. That's a ball that's down. That will make it ball 4, and that will be another free pass issued by the Indians, and that will put Peoples at first base. And Paget will be up for his second at bat of this game. He came in for Nelson, and he hit a soft line drive out to right field that was caught. This will be his, like I said, second at bat. Runners at first and second for the Warriors. Indians looking for that Little Caesars double play.
I'd say double play intact here, and the Indians need it some kind of bad as that one comes in for ball one. Got to find that strike zone. Again, no reason for you to be on the mound thinking you've got to get the out by trying to K somebody. You've got to let your defense play behind you and have trust and faith in them, especially when you're down 17-5, and now that's ball 2-0, and you're down in the count. And you're going to have to come back with a pitch here. I mean, it just multiplies and keeps blossoming, Coach Kirk.
It sure does. Pageant looking for one pitch, one location, as you say, the old coaching language right here, or lingo. That ball's outside. It's going to run at 3-0, in danger of issuing another free pass. We did talk about earlier in the other game, and this ICC fans didn't get to probably hear it, wasn't listening, but today's Mike Sullivan's birthday.
Is it really?
Oh, Sully, Hall of Fame soccer coach from ICC, yes. And a big Seahawks fan, just won him a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. That pitch is a little bit high, and that will be ball 4. 4-pitch walk, 4 in a row to Pageant. That will load the bases once again. The Indians were able to get out of the bases loaded situation in the last inning defensively, only giving up one sacrifice fly. They're going to have to find some magic right here because this is going to bring Wooten back up for his 6th at-bat of this game in 7 innings.
You don't have a mound visit here, Coach.
Coach Evans coming out to talk to Smith, telling him it's that type of situation right here that you would prefer, I know from my coaching experience, not to have to go to another arm if you don't have to. If there's somebody who needs some work and you need to put them, they've probably already been in the game, but you would like to see Smith or somebody finish this thing out for you. That's probably Coach Evans is telling, hey, take advantage of this opportunity, settle down. Probably going to give up a run right here with the bases loaded, but, hey, can you minimize that crooked number?
Yeah, definitely. You want that, and I know Coach Lott is talking to the home plate umpire. Don't know exactly what he is discussing at this point.
Usually that either has to do with some kind of substitution either by the other team or probably our team. It might be a position player coming in to pitch or something there.
That's what I was wondering. You're talking about using those other arms and whether you're going to bring a position player in. And now
we might be getting in that Adam Gore time, you know.
I mean,
Kiki Hernandez does it for the Dodgers. He's pitched before out there, and Adam Gore, he probably still got a few innings left in it, you know. And the ones that don't know for East Central, that's our sports information director, best in the country. Man, it makes all of our coaches and athletes on campus just look good. They make them shine, and he works so hard for them. And his
did he
just
pay
kudos.
You to say that tonight? Because I didn't get paid a thing, and I didn't say it, so you did. So I know he paid you. So
here it comes. Lint came out of his pocket right then.
I mean, the umpires are visiting so long that Smith's having to warm back up.
He is, and that's when the home plate umpire who has a scorecard has to go out and talk to the lineup card, talk to the one in the field, and he's definitely asking some kind of question.
I wonder if he asked a trivia question. I wonder if Coach Lott came out and asked a trivia question or something.
You know, today is Fat Tuesday. I learned some information last night watching the LSU baseball game that it is always Mardi Gras is 47 days in front of Easter. That's why it moves like Easter does. You know, when Easter. I had never heard that. I try to learn something every day and try. My goal one day is to be as smart as Adam Gore.
Well,
I'm a long way from it.
Again, you got paid well tonight, as I can see, as we continue down that path. No changes made, even though we had a long break there, and Andy Kirk got paid very well during that long
I got some
break.
lint handed to me coming out of his pocket with nothing in it but lint. That pitch is a strike. That's what you want to see after Coach Evans comes out for that meeting. Wooten at the plate with bases loaded. The Warriors right here. We are in the top of the 7th inning. It is 17-5. Warriors leading. Indians looking for that Little Caesars double play. Ball is pulled outside. That makes it count 1-1. Cummings, good job getting out there, not letting another run come across. We do have some action going on in the bullpen for the Indians.
Yeah, no outs right here is the big thing. 17-5 lead, no outs, 1-1 count here, so can't afford to give up anything. Of course, threw that one in the wheelhouse right there, and that one was turned on pretty quickly. Luckily foul for the Indians, 1-2 count here. So, again, we are at the top of the lineup with Wooten.
Wooten had a base hit his last at bat. Like I said, this is his 6th time to come up to the plate tonight. That ball's fouled back. Now, they 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that one up in the zone a little bit. Wooten goes after it there and fouls it back. So 1-2 count. But Indians got their backs against the wall.
Pitch,
Got
swing, and a miss.
Big K.
That'd be a big Renaissance Bank strikeout. Just what we needed here for your Indians. Get the first out of the inning. We'll have a pinch hitter for East Central, be number 15. This is Luke Williams coming in for Hickman. Hickman was in the 2-hole, and he'll have a bases loaded at bat right here.
I've run out of paper. I've asked Aiden to go cut a tree down for me here, so I've run out of paper.
That ball is lifted out to right field to Pearl. He's getting under it. We got a tag at third base, and the throw is going to go into third base. Kent cuts it off. Runner is safe. So that'll leave runners at first and third, but it will be another insurance run. That insurance run for the Warriors brought to you by Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I know when Gore's not on the broadcast, they don't get as much love as they probably need, but Dr. Boggs and myself doing the best we can. That will extend the lead to 18-5 for the Warriors, and they will still have runners at first and third. The Indians trying to find that third out.
I learned why they don't get the love, and that's because Coach Kirk is getting the love by making money off of Adam Gore. So, getting all those good, getting that good cash in the pocket as Aiden and I are sitting over here thinking about picking up a piece of pizza out of the parking lot that somebody threw down on the way home for supper, and you're going to get to go by and get a little Caesar's pizza, freshly made, hot and ready for you as that swung through and missed.
Yes.
Strike two.
This is Tyler Bates up to bat. Tyler walked his first at bat. He pinch hit last inning. He's got runners at first, third. One thing about Let's Go ICC TV and all the broadcasts that we have, nobody's going to have more fun than we are in any sport. For ones that have never watched, you ought to catch us on a football broadcast when you got all of us involved.
Putting all of us together is a real nightmare, isn't it?
And Colin Minga brought up the other day trying to do that for baseball one time. Once a year, let me do some sideline interviews like I do in football.
I think we should.
You know we have some characters that show up at the game. We would need to run it by the administration on exactly who I interview, I'm sure. Cause you think we'll do in-dugout interviews. Now, I don't know about how that goes in the MACCC. That ground ball is hit to the second baseman. Graham charges, gets rid of in time to get the runner, and that will end it for the Warriors. But they do pick up another insurance run to make it 18-5. Your Indians got to score at least 4 runs to stay in this game as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
And we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Roy Crescent Field. East Central Warriors with 18 runs, your Indians with 5. They have new pitcher coming in for the Warriors. Your Tupelo Coca-Cola Balling Works change right here for new pitcher will be number 23, Landry Winter. Winter's first hitter to face will be Bryson Jackson, number 14, DH for your Indians. Bryson, so far, he came in pinch hit, and he walked in his only at-bat. Getting some work for the freshman right here for East Central, Dr. Boggs.
Yeah, I got a 1-1 count right there. That one was outside. Couldn't get the call on that. Good eye by Bryson Jackson. Still couldn't get that one either. Got a 2-1 count here, and I was trying to look. But Winter on the season thus far has 4 appearances, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits.
That was a mid-popper swing and a miss.
2 runs. Looks like he's got 6 Ks, though. That's pretty good right there.
Got a new catcher in the game. He's got a single-digit number, and he got the big strap back there. It's hard to tell.
That was swung on and fouled off, chopped down the third baseline, foul, so 2-2 count.
That's 5. That's going to be Will Williams. Is going to be our new catcher. Yes. Either that or Mr. Gore's trying to give me a high 5. He put up 5 over there.
He put up 5 over there. He may be trying to give you $5 more.
Whoa,
I don't know.
now we're talking. That runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, Bryson Jackson. Number 7, Graham's on deck.
Got him.
That was a mid-popper on the outside half, and that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout for Winter, his first of the game.
Yeah, not the way you want to start if you're the Indians. I mean, obviously all you need is you just got to find a way to get base runners in this situation. It's not about trying to tie this game up or thinking you're going to even tie this game up in 1 inning. Not saying it's impossible, but the wall's hard to climb on that one. But the very best you need to do is at least get enough runs to keep this thing going. And right now that's not the best start with a K.
Yes, sir, and that counts 1 ball, no strikes. This is Cannon Graham up the plate. That was a little outside. I'll run it to 2-0.
Yeah, quickly 2-0, and Landry Winter just doesn't take a lot of time on the mound. He winds up and throws, so gets his pitch and rolls with it, and he's hit the same spot 3 times in this 3-0 count. Fully expect Cannon Graham to be taken right here. And he does. Gets the first strike, 3-1 count. Again, when you're down this many runs, it's got to be perfect. You know, it's got to be that perfect pitch, and you still may even see him taking another one. And you did, and it is ball 4.
It is ball 4, and just as you said with the last year, that's what we're looking for as Indians fans. We want as many base runners as we can.
Number 5.
And he'll walk on down.
Green.
How about one of those Metro Ford Tupelo extra base hits right here?
Well, that would work. That would definitely help out the situation and definitely hopefully help prolong this game for the Indians where they can at least try to scratch back in it.
Houston Green at the plate, our third baseman's had a good season so far and started this 2026 season. He has. Graham down at first base, that curveball is outside. That's ball 1.
Yeah, and if you're East Central, again, right here, if you're the coach, you're over there like, you know, throw strikes. I mean, again, 18-5 is your lead, and why are you having difficulty finding the strike zone? And that's 2-0 or 2-1, 2-1 count. And yeah, and that's the reason why you're getting the mound visit. You know, I mean, again, because it's like, come on now. I mean, when you got an 18-5 lead, you've got a defense out there. Let them play behind you. Again, you're not trying to be world beaters here. Just throw the ball across the plate. Let your defense play.
I listened to the broadcast last Thursday night with you and our assistant athletic director, Colin Minga, and Minga didn't question you on that. The other day I was saying the same thing you said, Dr. Box, and he said, you make it sound so simple to throw a strike. That's the pitcher coming out of you, the former alumni there of Minga and stuff. But, yes, that's what the pitching coach is telling him. It might not be easy, but this is what you practice every day. So go pound the strike zone. And freshmen, you want some more innings, go get them right here.
And there he goes.
And he must be a good student. He took his notes, listened to it, and right back in there to make the count. 2 balls, 1 strike to Green here. He rocks and fires. I hear Ben McDonald say all the time on those LSU broadcasts, it don't matter how hard you throw ball 4. It's
That's
still
exactly
ball 4.
right. And that's 100% correct. I mean,
why didn't somebody tell me that when I was in high school?
Same way, but I'm telling you, it doesn't. It makes no difference. And trying to pick off move over there at first, he gets back 3-1 count. Yeah, I mean, I think I heard, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Polk talking about it on the Mississippi State broadcast. Why in the world you can throw three straight balls, but then you throw a strike all of a sudden?
Yes.
Didn't ever understand that. I mean, for some reason you can't find the strike zone, and that's going to be a whoopsie foul right there, 3-2. You can throw 3 straight balls, and why in the world can you all of a sudden find the strike zone on that when you know that they're probably not going to be swinging on it?
Coach Polk also, everybody's learned, the Godfather, a lot of things from, 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah.
Is one of the cardinal sins in baseball.
Yeah.
They have 0-2 and then have 3 balls. The pitch, he paints the outside corner right there.
That's a great pitch.
Renaissance Bank strikeout. That was a pitch we saw earlier in the game with Willis painting those corners with a good fastball. That will be the second out and second strikeout there for Winter as he's coming to game. This will bring up Trey Gunn. Trey has struck out, hit a solo home run, and hit my pitch in his last at bat. Still do have Graham down at first base.
Yeah, so the tying run's not at the plate. I mean, not the tying run, the run that would hopefully, in other words, get this thing back within 10 for the Indians, so where they, could extend the game, is not at the plate at this moment. So again, East Central, and that's what the coaches say, not really worried. Yes, you're worried. You don't want to give up runs, but come on, now, you just do what you're doing there. Throw the pitches and throw it across the plate, and put the pressure back on them, and that's not what he's doing here again, because now he's back to a 2-0 count. That ball way outside for East Central right there, and you got 2 outs.
We do thank our Indian fans that have stayed with us for a long day of baseball, still listen to broadcast, and the Warrior fans down there.
Good pitch.
That was a good pitch. 2-0 hitters count. Gunn went for it and got by him. You can tell Winter has electric fastball here. It's just –
yeah, he's got – I mean, that definitely. And like you say, yeah, I mean, he's got it. He can pump it in there. There ain't no doubt. It's just, again, making sure you try to take advantage of the situation and knowing your situational baseball.
And the pitch drifts inside. I'll run the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Jack Cummings on deck for the Indians.
Good movement on that ball right there, man. I'm going to tell you, that thing had some movement where it just moved back toward the inside. But good movement on it. Still just couldn't get it over the plate where it would cross.
3-1 pitch.
Got him swinging.
Yeah, that ball's probably up right there. Trey wish he could have that one back. He's looking for that second home run of his game. His first career home run earlier in this game. He was looking to ride one now. It's a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. So we'll see Graham take off at first base. First baseman goes back to cut it back. And 3-2 pitch.
Oh, goodness.
Went with a slider, and he pulled it in the other batter's box, and it got by. That's a wild pitch. Walk.
And that's overthrowing. And really what that is, that's overthrowing in that situation. Landry Winter out there, throwing a heck of a game. He's got 2 Ks coming in. Already, and he just overthrew that pitch out there, and it got way outside. No way their catcher could get out there and block that thing up. So it's a walk, but there again, you got runners at first and second. If you're an Indian fan, this is what you want, though.
This brings Jack Cummings to the plate. Oh, the pick.
Oh, they caught him.
Inside move. The old inside. He didn't do the spin. Inside move, and yes, Graham's in run down. It'll be tagged out. That'll be pitcher to shortstop. And the third baseman, the one throw, that's all you want, and a rundown. And he ran him down. So it'll be a 1-6-5 for Graham at second base. And that's just a lack of focus, I would say, Dr. Boggs.
It is. It's getting caught right out there, and that's going to end the game, Coach Kirk, right there, because the run rule now kicks in 18-5 here, East Central. And I know you're doing some tallying there, and I'll try to, we'll go ahead and transition into the Renaissance Bank. No, I'm sorry. Somebody's post-game show. Adam Gore normally does this, but we'll go ahead and transition into that post-game show.
And we hadn't even I guess we should have done the Max Holmes 7th inning stretch, too. We missed Max Holmes, and they they are hiring in Fulton and Sulligent. I hear Gore say that all the time. He's really good at that. But yeah, we have the post game show here, Dr. Boggs. I'm ready, so I'll do it. And then you give me your synopsis there.
With some stats.
But yeah, we of course the line scores. East Central first inning. We had they did not score. The Indians jumped out and in the bottom of the first, scored 2 runs, take the lead. But East Central came back in the top of the second, had 3. The Indians didn't score, so it goes 0-3, 7, 0-6, 1-1. For East Central, they had 18 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base. For ICC, inning by inning, 2-0-2, 1-0-0, and another 0 in the bottom of the 7th. It is a run rule, and they had 5 runs on 7 hits, 6 errors, and 5 left on base. It is a 7-inning game. ICC's record will fall to 6-4. The loser will be Edge. East Central's record will go to 8-3. The winner of the game was Landon Willis. And those are some stats brought to you by Sam's Town Market. Give us a little breakdown of how the night went. You see, Dr. Boggs, in your eyes.
Well, the scoreboard tells the tale, but again, just not the night you want for the Indians. And yes, you can say the mound where you had the hit by pitches, where we gave the free passes and the walks, but also then you also go back to the defense and the errors. So it's not just what happened on the mound, but it's also defensively it's not what you want either. So none of this being what you want. ICC started out hot. You got 2 runs in the first inning and was able to do that, and then came back in the third and got 2 after East Central put all those runs on the board. So there was times where you saw some life and some response. Bats would be lively, but just not enough. Now East Central is a good team. We knew it coming in, and offensively they were going to be tough, and they do swing some bats. But Etowah was going to go back, and what Coach Lott's going to be looking at is the free passes, the mound, what's happening on the pitching mound out there, but also defensively what we were doing there and giving up those big errors, and that's what's going to hurt you. And of course also getting behind on the count, when you need to stay ahead of the count as much as you possibly can. If you're pitching out there. So just some of those, you mentioned it, some of those coaching moments, and you hope you take these moments and you turn them around before it gets to conference play, Coach Curtin. I know you know that as well as anybody, that you've got to turn this stuff around. You use this hopefully as learning moments. You guys grow hopefully, and hopefully they're able to learn from this and turn things around before you get to these games when they really matter. Yes, it is a loss in the books for the season, but is it a loss in the conference matchup right now? Absolutely not.
You're exactly right. That is a great breakdown there. The freebies. That's what comes to my mind. I didn't even go through. I think it was 7 hit by pitches we had. I didn't even give that stat when I was giving out the Sam's Town Market stats and stuff. But, yes, it is pre-conference. So we're not in that conference play yet, but we do have a lot of growing up to do. And Coach Lott, I know he'll get the guys back rolling. Well, I did want to mention that we do have home games again, as we said, on Thursday. We'll have home baseball. It's got moved up, so check the website for that. I believe right now it's calling for a 2 o'clock start, a 9 and a 7 inning games, and then maybe a 9 on Friday. We have home softball against Bevel State on Thursday. It's a 2 o'clock start here on campus. And we have women's basketball playing Mississippi Delta at 5:30, and the men will follow at 7:30 or 30 minutes after that. And then we got the beauty pageant tomorrow night on campus. And then I know we have some weekend softball games and stuff depending on weather and all that. But please check Let's Go ICC, the website, all the social media sites for all that stuff. And we will put a wrap on this. It did not finish the way that we wanted in the red and the blue tonight, but we're going to come out fighting. We know the Indians will. I want to thank Adam Gore, being our producer, not talking much, but, the money helps. I got in my pocket after all that and had a good time. Cal Brown, Casey Smith, Dr. Boggs here, myself, Andy Kirk, and all I can say is roll Tribe, and we will see you next time. Check on those websites, and thank you for joining us tonight for some great Indian baseball.
As you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.